It's time for one Big Mac with cheese, no onion, and pickles.
It's fucking Logan right now.
Yeah, it felt like it when I was like, yep. My soul like left my body. I was like, nope, not gonna talk for the rest of this interview.
Peter with 214. Come on, Peter. Come on, Peter. Here we
Mom,
go.
I'm sorry.
Going down the stretch. And time. Time, baby. 220.
I like how Anthony pulled up cool jokes.
He said, where is it?
Anthony's like,
Thank you, Anthony.
Anthony's like the Mexican Siri. You just say something, he starts finding a location.
Hello and welcome back to The Middle is Open. Abel Carrillo here, along with Peter Carrillo. Look at him.
Hey, what's up? I'm trying to ask for permission for what we were talking about.
Yeah, I saw you texting and I was like, I'm gonna go straight for Peter.
Yeah,
No, but
Target.
yeah, I gotta ask for permission now. You know, wedding's only a couple of weeks away
permission for what?
to do anything.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What? All right. Also, Anthony's in the box. Anthony, how are you doing over there?
What's up, man? I'm doing pretty good today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Stoked. We missed a episode last week, so
Yeah, I guess it was
I don't call it miss. I call it much needed
Rest?
some R&R. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, damn.
But
that-
whoa.
That was loud as
There's
hell.
my R&R.
Nah, man, that was super loud. Dude, I could smell it.
I could taste it.
Like,
Spray
no,
the
for real.
Lysol.
I could smell it. It's pretty nasty. But
How are you doing today, Abel?
no, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, last week we didn't record an episode. I guess we could say it was a week off for us, just because.
Yeah.
I mean, I had every intention of like recording because I think we had done like 3 weeks in a row, right?
Mhm.
We're pretty good. Dude.
We're pretty consistent.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about with a podcast. You got to be consistent, have an episode every single week. And for some reason, we just didn't record. We're just like, I rolled over out of bed. Are we recording today? And it was like, no.
You know when Abel asked, like, you know, it's there's
Well-
a little bit behind it, like I don't really want to go to school
Well,
today.
okay,
Do we
so
got
what's
to?
the feeling? Because you're saying, you know, when Abel asked, how do you take it when you see a text message from me saying,
Well, usually I
we
ignore it. Usually I'm
Okay,
like, shit, Abel
That
texted.
explains it.
okay, so Peter's never
No,
excited
no.
about
We
the
should
show.
post.
No,
We should
of course
post our
I
group.
am.
We should
No,
post
no.
our group chat. Like we should post it so people can see.
how nobody answers each other. No.
Pat hasn't answered at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Pat-
missing Pat today.
I think his number's not even on there anymore because sometimes it's just like, Pat, you there?
Pat.
You alive? And
Yeah.
then like,
No, but he's being super dad right
Yeah.
now, so we can't fault him too much.
Yeah.
Like I already gave up on my kids.
they're all old enough.
They're
to
old
take care
enough.
of
9 years is
The
enough.
TV has taken hold of him.
They learn how to function.
Pat's still holding on.
No.
Fight the good fight, Pat.
No, dude, I think it was just like when you text that, and then I think I had text you guys, like I was like, hey, you know, some guests didn't fall. It all kind of
Yeah,
fell
yeah.
apart, and it was just one of those things. I bugged Anthony earlier in the week because he fixed my car, and it was just one of those things where like, man, maybe we need a break.
Yeah, well, Mikey's birthday. Shout
Yeah,
out to
yeah,
Mikey.
all
He
that
just
stuff.
turned 21, so it
I
was his
know.
birthday. So
Damn.
Did he have a drink?
no, he has not.
Man,
I tried.
So Mikey doesn't drink.
he
right?
doesn't
No.
drink. He's
Okay.
he'll go for an 8-hour bike ride in the mountains.
Yeah, I think it's where he's at right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I was wondering.
That's good. That's how he stays in shape.
yeah.
That's why he doesn't have that beer gut.
But yeah, no, it was a much needed day, weekend off, I guess,
Well,
right?
when I was 21, I didn't have a beer gut.
You had a gut.
Mm,
No, I didn't. I was
mm.
like in my prime. I was in the military. I was like,
It's not really saying much, Peter. I was in my prime.
I mean, I would get shit faced before and then go for like a 5-mile run.
Mm.
That
I
was
think
the
back then we
military
could
life.
get away with
Yeah,
that.
now
Now
No,
we
I
can't.
Peter
can't
was
even-
like those Gatorade commercials,
it's not. It's
but
not
instead
even
of
one or
Gatorade,
the other. It's just like I don't want to drink shit face and I don't want to run. I
Yeah.
just kind of want to lay in bed.
Dude, Peter's like those Gatorade commercials, but instead of Gatorade coming out of his
It's a
pores,
twisted tea or
it's
something.
like twisted tea or liquor. Or
Nesquik.
Yeah,
I know the
Nesquik.
summer's coming up. I gotta
Yeah.
get back on the twisted tea train.
Yeah.
I was drinking all that dark stuff for a while.
It's too hot for that stuff, man.
Hey man, well it's gonna be a good summer though, because I think we got our beer popping soon, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
dude,
gonna be
Dave
a-
texted me
It's gonna be in June,
Yeah,
in June.
it's gonna be a good summer.
No, July.
July.
No, wait, what did I say?
You
I
said.
think so was July because it was close to our anniversary.
Oh,
I don't know. No,
is
but
July? I thought it
he
was
showed us
June.
the label he was gonna
Yeah,
use,
sick.
and it's kind of like an improvised Dos Equis.
It
I was
is.
thinking about it, and I was like,
you think he's gonna get sued?
Mind you,
no,
nah.
because
Mind you, people like when they see this logo, like I shit you not, like I was at a job site, like on my phone trying to just throw something up real quick, and so yeah, I think I submitted like a couple, and then
yeah,
Abel
you gave me
submitted a
like
couple.
I think I gave him 10,
And we-
10 different logos.
Yeah, and we just
You
let
know what?
Dave decide.
And there were some good ones. I like the Bone Thugs and Harmony one.
That one was
We should
cool.
post-
We're
once
up
the
in the
beer
we
clouds.
comes
should
out-
put our top 4 and
Yeah.
then what they chose, but whatever. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
go anywhere. The fact that we're getting our own beer is
Yeah, sick.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
I
we're-
want to keep one there
Oh,
all
for
the
sure.
time. Like right here, you know how you have like those
Oh, yeah.
1980 Coors bottles?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you could still drink them though, Peter,
yeah.
and then just put them up there.
Can you really drink beer at all?
No,
like
I'm
leave, put
saying,
the empty bottle.
I'm
up there.
saying drink it and then
Oh,
just.
no, I want a full one.
A fermented
And
one?
open
Ugh.
it in like our 10-year anniversary.
Whoa,
It's not like
whoa.
wine.
No, I don't think
don't
it
know.
works that way,
If we make it a 10-year anniversary, I'll drink it with you, Peter.
10-year.
Yeah, man.
dude.
I would like to see that.
And then die. Like,
Dude, speaking of old beer, I know Mario gave us that one. We've yet to.
We
open
haven't-
that
We
one.
have not opened that.
you know what? We should.
Hmm.
I think he has to be here for that.
Well, we should invite him.
Because when he was here last time, I don't remember he was
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
What about if we do
He probably
that?
has our darkest secrets. Like I think we told him so much.
I was fine.
Real? No, you
Yeah,
weren't.
I was fine.
I was super embarrassed
Yeah.
about that episode.
Well, yeah, you
I-
should
I
be.
think we
I was
discarded
kind of
it, didn't we?
ashamed. No,
No.
unfortunately, no. You know, like Joe Rogan now when he gets to Spotify, he's deleting some of them.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna be one of the ones we delete.
gotta do that.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, sorry, that was me.
Oh,
We gotta delete that one for sure.
yeah, but
Hey, check it out while it's still up if you're listening.
No, don't check it out.
no. But you know what I
It's
was
there.
I was thinking we're thinking way too much about the label because if you
Yeah.
look at other beers and their labels, there's so many beers nowadays, right?
Yeah,
There's so many beers, and the labels that they have on beers are kind of like just like a third grader did it.
Well,
you know?
yeah.
You know what's funny is a lot of labels don't have people on it.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck, if we're gonna be on a beer, I want to be on it.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
I
Samuel
literally
Adams.
told my 4th grade teacher that I will be on a beer bottle one day. And you know
It's
what?
a dream come true.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We need to shoot a commercial for
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
It will
Like-
get you drunk.
it. You know who would, you know who we
Can
could,
we get Samuel L. Jackson?
no, we need to shoot
It
a
could be used
commercial.
as a weapon. Bam.
Maybe we could get
You can use it as a musical instrument.
maybe we could get Jonathan from Le Voyage to do our commercial because he's
Oh.
like
Yeah,
that's
he's-
what he
that's
does.
voiceovers,
That's his
yeah.
side gig.
He does
that
voiceovers?
No, voiceover.
It will
Yeah,
get
no,
you
man.
drunk.
Yeah, he's in all the Pixar movies and shit. No.
He's Woody.
You thought that was Tom Hanks?
He's Tom Hanks' is double.
His voice double.
He did all the stunts in
did the
Toy Story. It's like, what you do in Toy Story?
They
Now-
dragged me behind the car.
You thought that was Tom Hanks? No. That was my voice. Tom Hanks couldn't do that voice.
It's like we need a real person to show us what it looks like so we can animate it properly. It's like, what the fuck?
no, he makes all of Le
Yeah.
Voyage's music videos.
Yeah.
Oh,
Talented dude.
You
Yeah.
know what? Those are good, dude.
Dude.
I saw that they were also featured on like various media
Yeah,
outlets.
Yeah,
too.
they
man.
came
Shout
out
out
on
to them.
KLAQ too.
Yeah, they came out on. Well, they released their label, right? Or
No. They released
A new song.
a new
Oh,
song,
okay.
Yeah.
Paradise,
Lost.
which they actually performed here.
Which was here first.
Which
You
was
heard
the
it here
first exclusive.
Yep.
Yep. Here on the Middles Open Unplug.
You
If you
can
guys
check it
haven't
out,
checked
yeah.
it out, go ahead, check out our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The Middles Open,
Unplugged.
no space, playlist, The Middles Open Unplugged. And you guys can see that performance by Le Voyage Paradise.
You know,
They
it's
performed
funny.
that here first.
Yeah, man.
So,
The first thing you see when you go to our page is like muscles, like
oh,
it's
yeah.
Real
a
Mondo.
monster. Yeah, Monster's there. He's just like,
that was a good thumbnail.
damn. It
There's
looks
a-
like a workout kind of page, and then
Like a
you
monster,
see like
bro.
then you see like 3 other fat guys just,
Yeah.
like, just sitting there.
Well, who are the 3 other fat guys? I don't know what you're talking about.
Abel gets sensitive.
Two and a half or
Abel, I
what?
didn't want to tell you, but
2.5 or what?
getting a little soft around the center.
Okay, Peter. A guy that was
Look how
a
sensitive he gets.
guy that
He
was
gets
in his
sensitive.
prime at 21, and he was all like,
I was not. I was at my prime. I was not soft.
"You're pretty soft,
I'll
Peter."
show you pictures.
Well, we could do without the
We have a
pictures.
sit-up competition.
Don't challenge Peter to push-up contest.
Push-up contest. Right now, we'll do it.
Oh shit.
I can't do a lot of push-ups.
Oh,
I can only
surprise,
do-
surprise.
I could only do like 85
Your
right
noodle
now.
arms.
Dude,
You look like an octopus over there.
nah.
Well, shit. Compared to Monster, man.
Dude.
God damn.
My competitive nature won't allow you to beat me.
Oh,
Ooh.
he'll cheat.
Just like
He'll do something illegal.
no, just like yesterday, we were doing the pitching, and
Oh
Peter
my
threw
God.
one, and what?
Actually, that was pretty cool. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Let's save that. Let's go.
Let's save it.
Well, I'm saying when we go
You-
into that
you-
segment. I
okay.
mean, or we.
We could jump into it right now.
No, let's do it.
Oh, let's do it.
So basically, it was Peter's oldest son's birthday, Jacob, who actually made an appearance on our
Yes.
show.
Yeah, it was
It-
the money one. We were talking about Bitcoin or whatever.
Yeah.
How we were talking
Oh,
or
fuck.
stocks. Game.
GameStop.
Game stocks, whatever.
Stocks.
But anyways, it was Jacob's birthday yesterday, and here's the thing, guys. Like here in El Paso, there's not a lot of options for teenagers still in, that like that kid teenager, he's not old enough to like experience like I don't know how would you
All right. First,
all right
let's take a step back.
Okay.
So his birthday's coming up, right?
uh-huh
And this was a couple of weeks ago. We start planning. I started asking him, "Hey, what do you want to do?" My son is a 80-year-old man in a 14-year-old body.
He's
Well,
like-
not even 14-year-old because he's big.
yeah
And so I'm asking him, "Hey, what do you want to do?" And he's like, "I don't know, Dad. I don't know. And I'm like,
he's tall, he's not
"Yeah."
big, Peter.
Well, I'm telling him, like, dude, tell me what you want. Like, if somebody told you, Anthony, when you were 14, what do you want to do? You had an idea of what you wanted to do, right? For the
Yeah.
most part.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
He just doesn't. Like, so many things go through his head where it's like he's just like, whatever you want. And I'm like, what? Where's your personality? Where's your characteristic? Like,
He's just mellow,
What do you-
dude.
yeah, he is, but it's like, dude, you want him to grow into something. So anyways, he tells me I'm going to hang out with my friends. Well, things don't pan out, right? Whatever, parents are still hesitant, the COVID era.
Yeah.
All that stuff. It doesn't. So I'm like, man. So I call Abel. I call his sister, who's in the Army, who's stationed at Fort Bliss.
Mhm.
I call, the cousins, his cousins from his step cousin, I guess you could say, cousins. They're
Yeah.
close.
Primos.
So we had all these kids.
It's El Paso.
Abel came.
Everyone's cousins.
It was like freaking Brady Bunch. But we were going to go to Fort Bliss on post to the bowling alley.
Mm.
It was like a huge line to get a pass for
entrance.
them. Like, I could get in because I'm a vet,
'Cause he's
Yeah.
crazy.
but
vet.
we took different vehicles, so they had to get a pass.
Right.
It was like an hour wait.
Yep. You gotta do background check. All that
Yeah,
crap.
so we're like, damn, dude. Okay, let's go to Bowl El Paso. I didn't even know Bowl El Paso was still in business. We find it. We go 2-hour wait.
Wow.
We call Oasis, an hour and a half wait. Bowling seems safe. So then I start thinking, and I'm asking, well, like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like, we have all these kids. Where can we go? I mean, really, what's to do in El Paso? And that question arose, like, it was just like, what do we do with
Yeah.
all these kids? So then we're like, well, let's go to
I suggested let's do like some kind of putt or something.
yeah,
right?
but Putt-Putt's gone. I mean, it
Yeah.
was gone in the 80s.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they
but
got
I was
Bobos.
But I was thinking like there's
Bobos,
Bobos
Adventure
and
Zone.
Adventure Zone. They have go-karts. They have laser tag at Babos and stuff like that. But where Peter's on the northeast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's actually like moving toward the east side because they wanted to go to Bowl El Paso. So the last thing you want to do is just continue to be driving around town.
Right.
So for them to do like to do like Babos or Adventure Zone, now they got to travel back to the west side.
There's nothing on the east side for putt.
Nah.
No,
So I
not
looked
that
it.
I know of. I, mean,
I
if
looked it up.
somebody-
I just put like mini golf, and the only ones that popped up were those two. And I was just like, fuck, man. Like, there's nothing really here for us to do. And then Peter suggested, I think it was what after that, Dave and Buster's, right?
Dave and Buster's. That was where
Dave
he
and
was
Buster's
going to
is
go
fun.
with his friends, but
Expensive.
I was just gonna drop them off. Yeah. So Anthony, imagine 6 kids, then Abel, me, my fiance, and their sister, who's 22. Like, for all of us to play,
Yeah.
it was close to, I'd say, in the 200.
Yeah,
range, I would
200.
say.
Yeah.
And that was like at the minimum
Yeah, like
buy-in, you know, like.
yeah, everybody got
um,
like $10 worth of quarters.
Well, I mean, I think everyone played a
Yeah.
fair share.
Yeah.
Abel and I bought a card. We shared a card. Of course, we got the most because we're the biggest kids.
Yeah.
But we didn't tell the kids that.
Well, it's because we knew the deal, though. We knew how to get the most.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we only shared
It's
one
because
card.
yeah, there's bundles, and so like if you don't play it right, you'll pay like $80 more than you really have to.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's a way to play the system, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, we go. First of all, it's beyond capacity.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Like-
that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, true. Everybody has their mask. That's cool. Everyone's pretty much everyone I saw was with a
Yeah,
mask. I didn't see anyone disregarding it or anything.
Nah.
But that's the new norm. But anyways, going back to it, what is there in El Paso? Like really, and you could call it bad planning on a parent, but it's because I was giving my son that opportunity to like hang out with his friends and plan things on his own.
Yeah.
Big mistake, because a
They
teenager
don't know what they
doesn't
want.
know what
Yeah.
they want. Yeah,
Well, it goes back to when you give someone so many
Freedom.
freedoms,
they don't know.
they don't know what
with
to
it.
do with it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they need a dictatorship, and
A
you just tell them, this is what you're doing, this is how it's gonna be, and they're okay with it.
But you know, he had a fun time, and you know he's a good kid and everything. But it was just like, what is there to do? So I had been researching that last couple of hours that day that I had in advance. And there-
Researching, it's like,
well, really, I mean, Google, Alexa, what the hell is there to do in El Paso? And Alexa fucking broke. Like, it didn't know what to answer.
yeah.
Like,
like,
what is
move.
there? What is there to do in El Paso? I mean, I love El Paso with all my heart. Really, I do.
Well, it kind of goes back to how I had brought up that our form of entertainment revolves around food and drinking.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people El Paso is, because we love our food. Whenever we have an outing, it has to be like, well, how's the food there? You know,
Yeah.
how's the food? And then also like drinking, because we all have those pinche pedotes over there. They need their cervezas.
We say that as when we went to Dave and Buster's, we had to go get our beer.
well, yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
the kids were running around
Yeah,
and we're like,
exactly,
let's go to a bar. And get a
So
drink.
like, of course, you bought the cards for the kids to play their games and everything, but Peter was like, let's go get a beer, because that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Those two things. Food needs to be good and the beer has to be cold. Then let's find what is like fun, you know?
and you know what? I like Wet and Wild and all. Wet and Wild's not open yet, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if they are.
Okay, I'm in a better position now than I was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Easily. A year ago. Shit.
Yeah.
But I was that poor in entertainment. Like, I used to go to the free water park. Nothing wrong with it because the kids loved it. Pack a lunch, go to the splash pads.
Mm.
They're open now, I believe.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're open. right
I
now.
think
Yeah, I
they
think
are.
so.
Yeah.
The one over here by Zach White is.
But going back to like entertainment value in the city. Okay, Cohen Stadium. And I live on the northeast now. I just, recently moved out there. Going to the Northeast, what is out there? They proposed this big water park and everything on the Cohen Stadium property, right? They tore down Cohen Stadium, which is freaking close to my heart.
Yeah.
But they tore it down.
But you got
And they
Southwest University Park now.
Yeah, of course. I love that stuff. But it's not going right now. I think Locomotives is starting this weekend.
It's just not the same when you go over the mountain from the west side to the northeast. Like, you would see the stadium, like, right there.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
And now
but-
it's not. It's,
but-
like, weird.
Okay, so they created this water park, which is awesome. You know, I love the planning. I love, like, okay, we got to add something to this part of town. But then they propose it as something great. And not saying it's bad because it's not even open yet. But it's like, it looks small. You're looking at the environment around and you're like, okay, how many people are going to come? It's going to be packed like anything else, like Dave and Buster's, where it's overcrowded.
Dude, Wet n Wild gets packed.
Wet n Wild. Yeah, but Wet n Wild's big.
It is big, but it gets, even that size, it gets
So-
packed. Like,
so
trying
you're-
to find a table.
The
Yeah.
one
Get it.
entertainment value you bring to that part of town is way smaller than anyone
Yeah.
anticipated, I think.
So like I think what is happening now
It's
is
like, I'll give you nibbles of, I won't give you the whole tree. I'll give you pieces of it.
so like, okay, Wet n Wild is for El Paso.
It's for the region.
Yeah.
It's a region.
For El Paso, Doñana County, as well as like
Anthony,
people from like Truth or
Chaparral.
Consequences.
Yeah.
Like people come from like 2-3 hours away, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
whereas
Wet n Wild
that-
is the oldest water park in Texas.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but you want to research it.
Well, anyways, but like this water park that you're talking about in the Northeast, I feel that is going to be something for people in the Northeast. I don't think people from like the east side or west side El Paso or central El Paso are going to be like, hey, let's go to that water park. They're going to be, I think it's more of just
It's
the
a
people in
staple
that
for
area.
the Northeast, which is awesome.
It's kind of like, I haven't seen the size of it. I do pass by it,
It looks nice,
I haven't
but it looks
seen it.
small.
but it kind of reminds me of like what they have in Socorro. You know, they have
Yeah.
that little, what is it, like a couple of slides that they have there. It's not like something you're going to travel from the opposite side of town to go and visit, you know? I think what they could do with Cohen Stadium and
Well, there's a lot of land still.
see
I
that
mean, they only built this much out of a
well,
whole
see, that's what I
plot.
was going to bring up, because when I went to Phoenix a couple of years ago, they have this, I think it's in Scottsdale. They have this aquarium, and it's really cool because they have
Oh, yeah.
different attractions there. They have like a butterfly thing, which sounds kind of like, what, butterflies? But dude, it's fucking like, it's what are they called? Botanical gardens or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking badass. Like butterflies, like just everywhere. And then like really, really cool. Then they also have like just a bunch of like shops, almost like an outlet mall. And then they had like laser tag. They had like, it's like almost like a little amusement park, but in an outlet kind of setting, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's something they could possibly do. They have the water park there, but then there's other things that they can do as well. Maybe bring like I don't know, like there should be options.
I mean, there's plenty of land, and I'm sure it's already in the planning. You know, like what we see in the public, there's always something behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But it's just like, all right, man. And I don't even know who the representative is for that side of town. I commend them in the fact that they're bringing stuff, but it's like, one of the things is sometimes we see they propose something and then it gets half-assed done.
Well, and not
You know
only
what I
that, and I remember they wanted to bring that, what was it called, the Gray Wolf Flower Lodge or whatever.
Oh, yeah, but that was going to be on the west side.
Yeah.
That
but-
was up here on the
But see, like, they were really banking on that to like come to El Paso.
COVID fucked
And
that
then,
up.
yeah, well, the pandemic happened and it kind of messed it up. But I was thinking, like, okay, who's that going to suit? Like, who's that going to be for? It's not going to be for the public.
No, it was for out-of-towners. coming in.
Exactly.
And
So-
even you had to like pay
Yeah, it was going to be expensive.
yeah.
So it's only reaching out to a certain demographic.
But they
you
sold
know?
that land recently, right?
Yeah.
But they haven't disclosed who they sold it to.
I don't know.
So I'm
The
kind of
Fosters,
curious.
But
like,
But what I'm saying is the forms of
Amazon.
entertainment have to be for El Paso. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. There's been a lot
Because-
of stuff here that flopped that I don't understand why it flopped.
Well-
Like they used to have a go-kart
See,
place I think it was in the east
Yeah,
side.
on the east side.
And it flopped. And dude, like I would drive by that place all the time. Like, man, I want to go. And
Yeah.
I would never go. And
Yeah.
then a couple of months go by, it closed.
but
And then you got that, like the skydiving place. That place never took off. You know, the ice.
Yeah,
dive
yeah,
or
It's
whatever.
still up.
But nobody goes. It's like there's certain things that just don't work here.
I've never seen. I've heard of people going, but I don't
Yeah.
even know what you have to do to go there.
You just show
Every
up.
time I drive by, that place is dead.
Really?
And I heard they're gonna close it down because there's no.
Well,
and that's another thing with Top Golf. I think that's kind of what we're.
yeah, and I think they have to figure out a way to bring things for the public, for the residents of El Paso, because again, the ones that have stood the test of time are Wet and Wild and Western Playland. And why is it? Because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Wet and Wild is cheap. Yes, the tickets could go up to like $18, $19, but that's not outrageous.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
See, here's one thing.
And then you can go and you can take your beer, you can take your food for the grill, and you
You
have
stay there all day.
yeah, exactly.
Here's one thing I'll give Wet and Wild credit. And recently, in the last couple of years, they
They got a new ride too.
they get a new ride almost every year.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
improving.
At least every year. They in the most recent years,
Mm-hmm.
they've gotten a new ride. I think.
Well,
they're expanding and they're contributing. Yet they're a staple. They're consistent.
1979 is when they opened.
1979.
Back in
dude.
1979.
But they for a long time they didn't add anything, and then they added certain rides. They started adding rides,
But it's because they
and now for like the past, I want to say maybe 5-6 years, every year they've had
Yeah.
a new attraction, new attraction.
Well, they had the
And then
wave one, the wave pool. That was like the first new thing.
Yeah.
And then
the wave pool was like 20 years ago.
I know,
dude.
but that was like one of the first new things they got.
Yeah.
And then after
But
that,
after
they just
that, they
started.
started-
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the lines aren't great. Like they're not huge. Like you don't have to wait an hour to get on one thing. Literally, I think you could get off a ride, get back in the line, and get back on within
Yeah.
10
Yeah,
minutes. Wet n Wild has been good in that sense. I don't know what their books look like. I don't know what their income, the profit to.
I mean, if you're building a new
Yeah.
attraction every single,
There's got to be a profit,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, they're investing in themselves, which is good.
I gotta reach out. I have a friend that works. She's the marketing.
Plus, they
director.
they do the concerts too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
like,
do.
dude, they
They
do a good
reach out.
job,
They
man.
reach out to the lowrider community.
But again,
they hold events
they-
towards El Paso community.
again, they know El Paso.
Yeah,
Say what
it's
you want. You could knock it like, it's pinchy ghetto and this and that. Like people always say,
Yeah,
it's
but
so
they go.
dirty. And it's like people go. Because again, you got to know your demographic. And I feel that Wet and Wild knows their demographic.
So you think we
So-
bite off more than we could?
So,
chew
like,
sometimes, like the
For
city-
example, we brought Top Golf because we want to be that big city, right? Big cities have Top Golfs. We talked about it a couple of episodes ago, how Top Golf has gone to shit. And they're going to be closing pretty soon, right?
Word on the street.
That's the word on the street that they're going to be closing pretty soon.
Heard it here first.
And you see, like, if you go to Top Golf, whoever's listening to this, Top Golf's going to come after. The middle's open. But if you go to Top Golf, look at the pads that you're hitting off of. It's not top of the line, you know?
The buttons don't work. Some
dude,
balls don't
yeah.
count.
You try to make it in certain holes and stuff, and it's not counting
like
it.
we're getting a shadow of Top
Exactly.
Golf could be.
Yeah, you're
The
getting...
ghetto golf.
Yeah, you're getting the half-assed Top Golf here in El Paso. And people are starting to catch on to it. They're like, this is a
But
little
it's always
pricey.
pretty packed every time we go. That's what I don't get. Is like, why would they close? Like they've got to be making some
It
kind
does
of money.
look. To me,
It looks packed, but it isn't packed because they don't have all the levels open. I was pointing this out to Peter that, yeah, they have the second and third, but on the bottom floor, they didn't have anyone.
But when we
The time
left,
we went-
they said they didn't have it open, but they had people on the bottom. When
They
we
didn't,
Went, yes,
dude.
they did, Abel. I mean, I'm just curious.
I think I
like-
did see some people down there, but
I did.
I wonder
but
if it's
maybe
like
it was
private,
like a private.
yeah, like a private party or a private birthday or something. I don't know. But you can tell some of the shit's for how new it is, right? It's only what, maybe 2 years old, 3 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, it's a couple of years old.
Like it needs some upgrade.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
I
impressive.
mean, don't get me wrong. it was bad time, and
Yeah,
nobody
well,
saw,
COVID
nobody saw
fucked
this
everything
coming
up.
up. I don't know what happened. It died.
The what?
That's all right.
What happened?
I think I'm still here.
What the
Oh,
hell?
my Halo died.
Oh, whatever. You still look good. But anyways, like Western Playland too. Like people go to Western Playland all the time. Every time I go to Western Playland,
I don't even know what tickets are though. Is it expensive?
I don't think it's expensive, dude. I really don't think it's expensive. But people go to Western Playland all the time. People from the Sunland area and everything. And then you have the casino right next door. So, and that's what I'm saying. El Paso's attractions revolve around food and alcohol.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, like I was talking about on the Northeast, one of the biggest attractions is you drive down Dyer and there's food trucks everywhere. I mean, and it's pretty cool.
That's El Paso's night out. Like, hey, where do you want to go eat? You know?
Yeah.
But do you
After
think
the
that's,
bar.
but
It's not like, hey, what do you want to do? It's, hey, where do you want to go
But
eat?
do you think, like, okay, El Paso has so much potential, and a lot of people from out of state, out of country, people coming from California that are leaving that high cost of living, that are looking for other places, they're starting to come down, but they're used to a certain amenities that are offered around the community that El Paso doesn't have. So they're starting to become a market.
Like what?
But that timing has to be there. You know, everything's about timing, first of all. So, like, when I feel like a lot of people are leaving California, some of the bigger areas, because cost of living is just ridiculous. Portland, like we'll use. So people are coming down south, Arizona, El Paso area. You know, El Paso's building the Amazon thing.
Yeah.
It's going to attract more people as far as work related. Now that entertainment value should start following as well, because that work environment's coming in. There needs to be entertainment. I think that timing's right for it. I think some people shot premature, like maybe Topgolf was a little premature, just a little.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit, and nobody saw that.
I was gonna say, because I think El Paso's.
I think Wolf Lodge or whatever was coming in at a right time, but then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And so I think there's so much potential for entertainment value.
Yeah.
And because the jobs are starting to come here, because that cost of living is ridiculous.
I think there is a lot to do here, though.
Yeah, no. There is, in a way, though. In a way. Like,
there is,
like
because
what we were
yesterday, dude, I couldn't find anything that wasn't under a 2-hour wait.
It revolves around.
But that's because so many people are going.
Well,
you're saying
you
there
need
needs to be
more. You need more.
Yeah. Because there's only one. What was this called?
Bowling.
Dave and
No.
Buster's?
Dave and, I was going to say Double Dave's.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one Dave and Buster's here.
Yeah.
There's only 2 bowling places. I'm not counting Fort Bliss, but there's only 2 places to go bowling. There's only 2
Mini
places to do mini golf.
Yeah.
So
There's
here's
only one Top Golf.
Here's something I was gonna say. Do you think the smaller towns?
I was gonna say
like-
little towns are like, we don't even have a Walmart, bitch.
No.
You're
But I'm
fucking
saying
over here complaining
like
about
Anthony, like Anthony, not you, but
Yeah.
Anthony, the town of Anthony, the city of Anthony,
My
whatever,
town.
whatever
Yeah.
you call it. If they would invite, they have Wet and Wild there.
Yeah.
If they would invite Dave and Buster's, that would be the far west northwest location.
Mm-hmm.
And and I'm using Arizona as an example.
Does
Like, sometimes
Cruces have one?
you go to Scottsdale, you'll go to Mesa, you'll go to Tempe, and there's the same restaurants that you could find in Scottsdale, you'll find in Tempe, but it's still overall the Phoenix area.
Yeah.
So I would think instead of El Paso bringing these in, these little towns got to get together, like Vinton or Anthony, that are okay.
It's because it
Let's
smells like shit
invest
over
in
there.
this. But let's invest in
dairies.
this. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's further out towards the Mesilla area.
Mesquite and
Mesquite area.
Vado.
But I think like make it a metroplex for reals. Like put a Hooters. Start with a damn Hooters in like Anthony. Oh, which Hooters are we going to? The one in Central El Paso?
Well,
or
let's
the
be
one
be honest. The 2 attractions we've talked about, Wet and Wild and Western Playland, they're
Are
not
in
even
Anthony.
in El
Yeah,
Paso.
they're
Yeah, one's
in
Anthony and
Mexico.
Sunland.
They're both
Yeah.
in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
no,
Anthony, Texas.
Yeah.
Like, what
But-
if Chaparral came out with, hey, we're bringing in Wolf Lodge? Like, this crazy. I'm sure the land is cheap. I'm sure, like, the damn Bowen Ranch could invest into that and give off some of their land.
what's a franchise that you would want to bring to El Paso, even if it's Far East Side or whatever?
Dude, I would Six Flags.
Six Flags.
Six Flags, I think would.
See,
be
they were
awesome.
talking about bringing some kind of an amusement park back in the day when they tore down Asarco and everything.
But like a full blown Six Flags, not a half-assed
Not
one.
a-
Like I'm saying, you build a Six Flags in like Chaparral, Northeast area in that land.
Yeah.
You build a fucking badass. You invest.
You can even
You'll
do
get
it.
the people from Juarez.
You
You'll get
can
the
even
people
do it
from-
like in where there's a lot of land, like in Fabens or
Yeah,
Horizon, like somewhere
Yeah,
out
Far East.
there.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just using
because
an
like
example.
how they
It's blowing up
because
over
like
there.
how they have it in San Antonio, like one of the most popular
East
water
Lake is,
parks
like,
in the
Schlitterbahn.
world is Schlitterbahn,
Schlitterbahn,
and
yeah.
it's not in San Antonio.
It's in New
It's in New
Braunfels.
Braunfels,
Yeah.
and it's like 45 minutes out or
Right.
whatever it is. But people go like when
Like if you
people
go
pl-
visit San Antonio, you're gonna go to
yeah,
New
you're
Braunfels.
gonna
Yeah.
drive that extra 45 minutes that day, you
Yeah.
know. So it doesn't necessarily need to be an attraction here in El Paso. Like El Paso should be supporting
It
these other.
should be a hub.
Yeah, El Paso should be supporting these other counties and communities, like saying, "Hey, we're gonna try to help you land."
So
You
if
know,
you're like a
something.
hotel, like in El Paso, like a big one, like the Hilton or Camino, whatever, I would like invest in, like, I would promote that, like, hey, make an attraction 30 minutes out, like no further than 30 minutes out.
Yeah.
And be like, people are gonna stay here, but they could travel
Yeah.
30 minutes. Like, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Compared to big cities. Like, we always want to say we're a big city. Like, we want to compete with the big cities. Those are big city moves.
Yeah.
You go to Phoenix, you'll stay in Phoenix, but you'll go out to Scottsdale, Mesa, Tempe, Peoria, whatever.
Yeah, everything is on the outskirts, and that's every big city. So, in order for El Paso to grow,
Well, we're getting
it's
there.
it's our
expanding.
It's our
It is, but the,
It's our
but the
small
outer
towns that-
cities need to jump in. They need
Yeah.
to.
They
They
need to-
need to
they-
invest
they-
in it.
they-
they're already bringing a Dutch Bros, which is the Pacific Northwest.
What's Dutch
coffee?
Bros?
It's a coffee place.
Uh,
They're bringing it right there to
But
East
see,
Lake, where
again,
the Amazon.
we get excited for like food attractions. It's
Yeah.
like I'm talking about.
the entertainment
it-
needs
it-
to be there.
Yeah,
well, like Alamo Draft
Look at-
House, they're opening those everywhere now too.
Yeah,
I think
and-
they got
and
3
that-
locations.
that's good,
now.
yeah.
Okay, so like, and that's another thing. The movie,
the
the
pandemic.
movie theater has been our,
Do you think we're lazy?
yes,
People
I'm
saying
telling
we're
you,
lazy.
I'm telling you, we're not like people that are looking for adventure. We're people that are looking for a good place to eat and drink. That's it. It's like what Mondo brought up when he was on our show. So he was telling us like how back in the day, the old Diablos days, it was the experience that you would have at the Diablos. What was it? It wasn't watching the team. Yes, they're
Yeah, it was
diehard.
experience.
There's diehard baseball fans, right? But it was going, getting your hot dog,
Yeah, well,
getting your
Mom
popcorn,
says the same
getting your
thing.
pizza, getting your ice cream. It's all of those things. That's why the Chihuahuas every single year, they have a media day when they put out their new menu, and they talk about. No, I'm serious,
Yeah,
and
no,
they
I
talk
know.
about all the
marketing.
foods
I went to
that are
that.
gonna be there,
Did you come?
and people.
No.
I
Aaron did.
yeah.
huh?
But people look forward to that because they're like,
That was
when you go to the Chihuahuas game, you want your Juarez dog, you want your big pretzel.
Your crickets. You want to eat crickets?
Yeah, you want your crickets, your salted crickets or whatever. You want all that stuff. What kind of beer are they gonna have on tap? Those are the things. You don't care if the Chihuahuas win or lose. Yeah, you want them to win.
You want
It's
the-
exciting.
You want the experience.
Yeah.
But you want the baseball experience, the big league experience. And it has to do with food and drinks. The margaritas. People love the margaritas there at the baseball games. People love the churros. They love all the nachos. They like that stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing with the locomotive. That's why I think UTEP fails compared to
It's the food, man.
the Chihuahuas.
Because
if you go
on the team, not the,
yeah,
not
because if
the
you go
extra.
to UTEP, one, it's fucking overpriced, so is the Chihuahuas in terms of food, but the food choices aren't that good at a UTEP game. The food choices are super lame.
Yeah, it's almost like they're like, hey,
It's-
come watch our team, you know, or they're here to watch our team. You know what I mean? Rather than we're here to sell an experience.
Yeah.
We're here to sell a memory.
And I know you haven't gone to a Chihuahua's baseball game,
Yeah.
but I'm
No,
sure.
I've gone.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've
I,
gone.
I thought you had told us that you had.
No, I've never bought a ticket. I've
Oh,
gone
okay,
twice,
okay.
but yeah.
But
free
see,
tickets.
that's what I'm saying. When
Yeah, it
you
was cool.
when you go to the game, you could care less if the Chihuahuas win or lose.
Right.
It's not gonna ruin the
Yeah.
rest of your week. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, Chihuahuas lost.
Yeah.
Some baseball fans, yes.
Yeah, but like for me, I'm not a big baseball fan, so like the demographic for people like me, I was like, oh, just checking out everything, like, oh, look,
Exactly.
that's cool. That's,
and
you know,
what do
like-
they have? They have the
I wasn't even watching the game,
they
man.
have the splash pad. It's the
Yeah.
experience of being in
Yeah,
a
they got the
baseball
little dog
stadium.
zone and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's
And it's the food.
yeah.
It's like how Peter brought up my mom. When we went to a Dodgers game when we were young, my mom said, "Hey, we're here watching a Major League Baseball game. We're gonna get our Dodger dog. We're
Yeah.
gonna get a beer." Like my dad, he was there drinking his beer, buying the nachos. We
Yeah.
bought ice cream out of
The little
a
hats.
baseball helmet and
Yeah.
everything. That's what people
Yeah.
look forward to. The food and the drinks.
Yeah.
And that's El Paso, dude.
Well, even look at UTEP when they have a Monster Jam. That place is packed to
Yeah.
the rim, and it's because they're selling those fucking hats. You know, the little
Yeah, yeah.
masks. Like it's a fun time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Where
yeah.
where I think UTEP's just kind of like,
It's an experience. Like,
yeah,
again,
maybe you should go work for the whatever the media promotions.
dude, I'm telling you, all you need
Change it
is
up,
some
man.
good food and good drinks.
Or even just let food trucks park out there or something. You can get some food before you go in or something.
Yeah.
Take it in.
I don't know. I think sometimes like our ego gets in the way of just like we like to think we're this, but we're really not, you know? And it's like, yeah. But one thing I wanted to bring up was, speaking of food, is El Paso a taco or a hamburger place?
Taco.
And the reason I bring this up is because, yes, there's plenty of places to get really good tacos, but, dude, everywhere you go, and how many times do you eat burger in a week? And I'm just talking about the average person.
Once a week.
Once a
Twice
week?
a week, maybe.
Twice a week? That's quite a bit
Yeah.
if you
but
think about it.
I
Because,
think we're
like,
at tacos still.
But it's always like fast food.
I think hamburgers more convenient. Tacos a little bit. I mean, now it's becoming convenient because we're talking about food trucks. Every food truck that comes in has tacos now, pretty much.
Yeah.
But there's so many like burger places. Like just yesterday after Jacob's birthday, we ended up going to Muya Burger,
Yeah, but
right?
that's a chain.
Yeah.
I-
No. But I'm saying, okay, like there's Muya, there's Five Guys, there's Whataburger. Like, and yes, those are all like chains and stuff. But I find myself eating a lot more burgers than I do tacos.
What if it's a tier like?
But I
depending
think
on
we're
where you're at.
spoiled though too, because we have a lot of good tacos. So you're like, I'll give you a perfect example, like enchiladas. Everybody likes enchiladas, right?
Yeah.
Like but once you have like a bunch of enchiladas, like you get that out of your system, and you're like, I don't want any fucking more enchiladas. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're
Because-
spoiled because we have all like
we have an
so
option.
Yeah,
okay,
so many options.
the
I think
reason-
El Paso's a food town for sure.
For sure.
Well, the reason I bring this up is because every time I go to Juarez, they're a taco city. Like everywhere you go,
They're eating tacos, breakfast, lunch, and
But I
dinner.
think
There's-
everywhere here has tacos.
there's tacos. No, not like it is over there, dude. Believe
I
me.
don't know.
No,
I'm
like
pretty
everywhere
sure
you
everywhere
go,
I've been has tacos.
everywhere you go over there is like tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos are everywhere there. Here, I feel like everywhere you turn the corner, there's a burger place. I mean, there's a lot of taco
I see
places.
a lot of people eating burritos too, because burritos are easy.
Oh,
They're on the go.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so at construction sites, dude, you have these ladies, these
Oh
little
yeah,
lunch
that
ladies.
just pull up.
Yeah.
And dude, it's like they're selling out the truck like
Yeah.
at lunch, like at some of these places. Everybody's getting a burrito, you know.
Yeah.
So
I'd say we're more of a burrito place now. Like that's a good question.
Because it's on the go.
Well, see,
That's
but
a
that's
pull.
that's why I'm asking. Like I'm like, because I find myself
Plus, like-
eating more burger than I do tacos, and I
I-
love tacos.
I think I eat more burritos than anything.
Yeah, because like a lot of like the working class, like you see truck drivers, they're fucking eating a burrito while they're driving.
Yeah.
Like it's just easy to
Oh,
grab and
dude,
go,
It's
especially for breakfast.
my
man.
favorite.
Yeah, because you could do it. Like you.
That's
could
my favorite thing to eat.
Rafa's burritos.
Like it's like
fucking,
damn,
like,
I feel
this
like
big.
a
Dude.
chile relleno plate with some beans and rice. Well, fuck it, throw it all in a tortilla.
Dude,
Yeah.
where's your favorite place to get a burrito?
My favorite place? I don't know. See, I only go to a few places. And
Like-
that's Rafa's and Ernie's because it's
Oh,
close to
okay.
my work and they always buy us burritos.
Rafa's
Yeah.
burritos are like this.
They're
big.
huge.
Yeah, they
Fucking
are good.
Anthony's all dry.
It's in the passenger seat.
like a baby, like he's breastfeeding a baby.
Dude, you know what's pretty good? This
It's like a
place.
fucking anaconda.
Their burritos are huge.
yeah.
When I
they're
first
good,
got
man.
in radio, I started at the college radio station. We had a Rafa's burrito eating contest.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, fucking
Dude,
crazy, dude.
Well, like they say Bonnie's are really big as well, right?
Yeah.
Bonnie's, where's that?
I don't know. I think
It's on the east side, I think.
Is it on
I
Montwood?
gotta go try
Is it
that.
Montwood
think-
or Montana?
You know what? I'm gonna get a burrito on the way home.
Dude, burritos are
about
good, man.
Yeah, I think we're more of a burrito town now.
I don't know.
I-
We'll have to put it up on a poll and see.
Like, I kind of want to like make a wooden sign, and like go up to the sign like when you drive into El Paso.
Yeah, it's Smallwood. Good job.
And how it says El Paso, American City, All American City. I want to like hang it under Burrito Town, USA or something.
I think there was a.
Yeah.
But then there'd be like we're in the
I think there was
the
an
cancel culture.
Yeah, well,
where
like, there
I
was
get
an-
in trouble.
there
for
was an
putting-
Oklahoma football player that because they were supposed to go to a big bowl or something, and then they ended up coming to the Sun Bowl, and then he said like, "Oh, here we're gonna be going to Burrito Town." And it's like, "Fuck yeah, you are!" Like, dude, embrace it,
Yeah.
embrace it, dude.
Yeah.
What do you think about this cancel culture?
I hate it.
It's so sad, dude.
It is sad, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I heard a quote, and I heard it on the radio, and I don't know who said this. So, but I caught the end of it, right? And it said we shouldn't be a cancel culture. We should be a consulting culture. Like, basically saying we shouldn't cancel people. We should just kind of bring things to light, opposed to like canceling them for what was done, what has been done.
Yeah.
We should just kind of like address the issue opposed to canceling the issues.
Well,
You know what I mean?
It's just like anything, though. It goes to an extreme, right? Like, I think some cancel stuff,
It was needed.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's good to, like, shine a light on
We're
something.
gonna get canceled.
It's good to shine a light on something and let the people decide whether that was right or wrong, right? Like, we talk about any of the police
you
stuff.
can't let people decide shit.
No.
Because people go to the extremes.
Like, I'll give you, like, you see these videos on Facebook, whatever, some lady, a Karen, being racist to some Mexican, right?
Yeah.
And then it takes like the rest of the white people seeing this person and like, this bitch is wrong. Like, you know what I mean? And because that person's going to say, well, I don't give a fuck what any Mexican or whatever says, right? Because that's just the type of lady she
Yeah.
is. But when she gets that kind of, that response from her own, you know what I mean? I think then it's kind of like, okay, she's maybe like, you know what? Maybe I am in the wrong, you know?
But she only needs the approval of some.
A few.
To, yeah.
Well,
to
there's
make
always
it-
going to be
to
those
make it
people.
okay for her.
I just think like, okay, address the issue, because I feel like instead of addressing it and like, what was that guy that had the girlfriend? He was the owner of the basketball team. And
He was the Clippers owner.
and then he said like a racial slur.
Yeah.
And it was all this stuff, and it's like
He ended
okay.
up losing his
Yeah.
franchise.
So it's kind of like, I heard a comedian say this, and that's why I love comedians, because they kind of say what they have to say.
like
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Yeah. And it was like, what do you expect? The guy was like, this was the way he was raised. He's 90 years old. He was raised in, the southern states. He was led to believe this. And then he's like, okay, I'm doing good, right? And it's like, no, dude, like 90 years have passed. Things have changed.
Yeah.
But rooted in them. I guess is that a
Yeah.
word? But it's inside them. Like that's the way they were raised. Not saying it's right. Not saying that at all.
Yeah.
Don't cancel us. But I'm just saying, like, just think about the things you believe in yourself, and who instilled that in you, and why you believe it, because it was instilled in you. You know, like, so don't just cancel that person, cut them off right away.
Yeah.
Like, educate, almost like address the issue. Hey, this ain't right because of this. How would you like almost like bring it back to a kindergarten level, you know?
Well,
With some people.
that-
Well,
Opposed to
I
that-
think, yeah, because like now you look at some of the stuff that happened in the past, and you, like, let's just say racist cartoons, like you see them and you're like, damn, that was fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Now, like, you look back and you're like, damn, that was pretty fucked up.
But we can't be so sensitive either. Like we can't.
No, but you
you
can't.
can't just
you can't change it.
You can't just erase everything that was there. You gotta look at it and be like, okay, take a little humor. Okay, like Abel said, embrace it. Like, who are we? Well, shit. Oh, Speedy Gonzalez was a short, fast guy. Most Mexicans I know were short, fast guys.
Yeah.
Like, let's embrace it
Yeah,
a
he was,
little.
like, my
Let's not
favorite.
just totally say, well, not all Mexicans are that. You
well,
know?
I think it's important not to cancel it, but then just evolve from it. Just like move forward.
Address
That's what I'm
it.
saying,
That's
you know,
what, that's what
but
I'm
not cancel it. Not take it out of the history books. You know
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
what I
saying?
mean. Like, if you look back in history and you see
And-
that stuff, if it was erased, you wouldn't have anything to look back and, you know, learn
Yeah,
from.
and learn
But
from it,
now
and
you
we'll
look
just
and
go
you
in the
see that and you're
circle.
like, damn, that was fucked up. Like,
Because like
that would never happen now.
I've brought this up a few times on this show that in Germany they keep up certain phrases and certain plaques and statues that have to do with
Nazi.
not Nazism,
yeah.
and it's not to promote it. It's to say
This
at-
was us. Let's move
at
forward.
one point we were these.
It's
Our-
almost like
our
a
country-
reminder, don't go back to
Yeah,
that.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And if we continue to cancel and try to erase the past, then like them tearing down these statues of Robert E. Lee, maybe don't tear them down, but actually put something up there to remind people of like, this is the dark past that we had
Yeah.
of Robert
Yeah,
E. Lee.
it's your history. So this is my thing. I look at this stuff as scars. Most of the time, most of the scars I have are because I was doing something stupid.
Yeah.
And I grew from it.
And you
Yeah.
can't remove them.
And you can't
Yeah.
remove them. Like,
Yeah.
that's part of who I am.
True.
So these are your scars.
People
This
always
is-
say don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a person on how they look. But then again,
We wanna erase it
they're
and
the
fucking-
people that are like, well, let's tear this down because we don't like how it looks. It's like no.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
What we need
Let's
to
move
do,
forward from
what we
it.
need to do is educate better on
Yeah.
like what that actually
Yeah.
means.
Like, don't erase the education. Just educate what it is.
yeah,
it-
maybe put a youth plaque. Like, you know.
It's kind of like by canceling this cancel culture, it's kind of like that episode of Black Mirror when they start filtering what you can and cannot see. I don't
Yeah.
know if you saw that
Yeah, yeah,
episode
yeah.
where they're trying to block out, like censor what their children are able to see. I think it's like through a chip, right? Or something like
I
that.
don't remember.
But basically, if there's something violent going on, your kid won't be able to see it. You know? It's Black
That'd be
Mirror, dude.
weird.
But
Have you ever seen that?
no.
Dude,
No.
insane.
yeah,
Have
yeah.
to
watch
check
it.
out.
It's like the Twilight Zone. But anyways,
Well,
Um,
now on the
and I
other
think-
end,
I
I think
think
there's
there's
a
a
fine
lot-
line, because now if you're waving around a Confederate flag and you're embracing that culture and trying to revive
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
there's a line.
Yeah.
Like I mean, in everything there's a line. There's, you know, you don't want to go too far this way, too far that way, but it's just like one of those things. Like, you can't forget, you can't totally paint over the
Yeah.
past, dude. Like, it drives me crazy how people just want to. I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess that's our society. Is like, we do a bad post, let's delete it. Or that
Yeah.
never happened. Oh.
well, and it's funny because like there's a lot of people that look up to certain public figures, and they all have skeletons in their closet,
Yeah.
and they all have, you know, certain things that, you know, wouldn't be acceptable, or those people that like to cancel, they wouldn't approve of, you know. But it's like, you don't need to shine light on those things. It's more. I think
It's common knowledge. Like, we know it.
Yeah, I think it's important. We like to make the bad things bigger than what they are, and the good things we don't want to give like credit
Yeah.
to. You know?
Yeah. We always find the negative.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I just went down that.
Yeah,
route.
no, we totally went.
That's why I
down.
said let's just have 3 topics. and then
Well,
we'll go
you're the
on.
one, Peter talking about cancel culture. What do you
Well, I
think
was
about
just
cancel culture?
well,
over there?
I
And
thought it was
like,
a good topic.
Yeah, no,
We should
Yeah.
cancel Abel.
damn it, Peter. Well, you're the one that wants to stay on. The
Anyways,
schedule.
on a lighter subject, talking about
Don't cancel us.
choosing things, the draft.
Yes.
What do you think about
Uh,
the Cowboys draft?
I liked that it was all defensive picks.
Well, because we need a fucking defense.
So,
Our defense was horrendous. We couldn't stop a run game.
yeah. I was super surprised that we traded back with the Eagles. I thought that was like blasphemy. I was kind of like, what the fuck? The Eagles?
But
then-
what you guys get out of it?
A
Nothing.
defense.
A linebacker.
Oh, okay.
I think they were trying to go for 2 corners, Sultan and what was the other guy's name? Anyways, they got taken up
Did
early,
this
and I think
draft
that's
go
what the Cowboys.
the way you anticipated? Like,
To be honest with you, I wasn't as I'm not as into it as I was like previous years, but
neither was I.
I know just from watching them, we need defense. We don't have any defensive players, and now with Dan Quinn,
Is it because defensive players aren't as exciting to look at?
I mean,
No,
I
like
mean,
some
dude,
are.
defense is my favorite.
It's
side of the
because
ball.
like the people that went to like the offensive players, the stars, I guess you could say, that went to teams, like I don't see those teams doing anything anyways with those picks. And we talked about this last time. Like you got to give them 2-3 years onto like make sure they don't get killed. Like,
So you don't think the Jaguars are gonna do anything with Trevor Lawrence?
no.
What about the 49ers with their pick, Trey Lance?
No.
No?
I think
49ers actually have a really good team. They were just plagued with a bunch of injuries last year.
you're biased.
So you got a quarterback,
I'm not biased, dude.
a guard, running back, cornerback, tackle.
Dude, the 49ers won 6 games with a fucking practice squad team last year.
You could say that for the Cowboys.
Well, yeah, but those are your starters. Whereas, like,
They were our practice. We had a lot of injuries.
Yeah. On
How are you gonna
offense.
say? I mean,
Our line?
not as much as the 49ers.
what do you
No.
mean? Our fucking
Not
star quarterback.
Anthony,
was
tell the
gone.
truth.
Yeah, they lost everybody.
The
Our
49ers didn't-
defense, our offensive
No.
line was
Well,
bandaged.
we lost
Our defense
Dak
was
too. So
garbage. They weren't their starting defense,
Yeah, but we
from the
lost.
beginning?
We lost all pros, where you guys lost like
but we lost our stability.
Billy,
Yeah.
whatever.
we did pick up a tackle, an offensive tackle, Josh Ball. So we'll see. I don't know how good he is. We got 2 offense.
We should get Will Hernandez.
Oh, a guard, Matt. I don't know how you say his last name. Farniok. Farniok.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, I was just surprised that they traded back with the Eagles, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I think they tried to do it to fuck the Giants because the Giants were right after, so they basically let Philly go ahead of the Giants so they
Yeah.
could pick who they wanted, and Jason Garrett's now with the Giants, so I
You
think
think?
maybe I think they the 2 guys they wanted weren't there.
it's
so
like the
instead
lesser
of taking,
of 2 evils.
yeah. I mean, they got another pick out of it. They got a third round draft pick. So we had 11 picks.
It's hard for me to get excited for the draft.
I just don't. Dude, back in the day, I would follow a lot of these college recruits and see.
I just feel so many people
I get-
fail.
I get more excited with like free agents than I do with the draft
Well,
because
they're established already.
yeah, because exactly you already know what
Yeah.
they can do in the NFL.
Yeah.
Whereas,
It's a roll
like,
of the-
these-
And that's what I'm saying.
It's a
so
roll of
many
the
people
dice, though.
fail. Like so many people.
I mean, look at Dak. Like we got Dak. It was like
fourth round.
Yeah,
or
it was
whatever.
kind of like nobody was like right now. It was like Dak Prescott on who that guy is.
in
Yeah.
in my
And, I
in
mean,
my
you find a
opinion,
gem.
most of the people that end up being like fucking badass were overlooked.
Well, yeah, that's not your opinion. That's like
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why the draft doesn't intrigue me as much.
yeah. And
Well, they were
that-
talking about that. Look at all the first. I think there was 8.
they're all bust.
Well, there was 8 quarterbacks that were taken before Dak last year. I think all
One
but
of them still in the NFL.
all but one are with the original team.
Yeah.
So like, You
Yeah.
never know. I mean,
No, exactly.
Like, look at Romo.
And
yeah.
see, that's why whenever I watched the draft, I always want the 49ers to pick a defensive player, you know?
Yeah.
Because I always feel like, one, like the saying, defense wins championships, you know? And I feel that you can have a B quarterback take you very far if your defense is good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I believe that too.
But it's very rare that you have a good quarterback take your team far when the defense is
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So that's why I'm always like, well, like this year, well, we have Garoppolo. I know he's never healthy, but our defense is what let us down this year because we had so many injuries, you know?
Right.
So
I don't know. I think one of the things I love the most about the draft is like the phone calls, like with the Cowboys, they
Yeah,
do
you
like the
see
secret
them.
audio. And dude, like some of these, I mean, these guys are like 6'5", 300 something pounds, and they're crying, you know, their eyes
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Because
Oh,
I mean, their
of
dreams have
course.
come
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
You know, it's
fuck
like
yeah.
yeah.
that's the best part of it. I think about the draft is just hearing the stories of like, oh, this kid, you know, was in a foster home, moved around, and now he's 10th pick. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, man, like that's crazy.
right?
Just the stories. I think that's the best part of the draft is just seeing all these kids' dreams come true.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
Do you ever want
It's-
to like throw your kid in a foster home so you could have a story and then
Oh, dude, I would think about that all the time. Like Lucas getting the phone call. Hey, Lucas, this is Jerry Jones from the Dallas Cowboys. Like, oh my God, you know how
Jerry
crazy
Jones?
that would be?
Well, first
No,
of
he
all,
wouldn't
he'd
be
be like
alive.
110 years old. That'd
It's a hologram.
be crazy.
The crypt
You
keeper.
know how crazy that would be?
I know, but I'm just saying,
it
like,
probably will be Jerry Jones. They still have his voice like on
yeah, it's a
On
hologram.
recording.
yeah.
But you know, like, just thinking about that, like, how crazy would that be? Like, to have your kid like get
Well,
a
yeah,
phone
of
call.
course.
Well,
like,
it's like a guy's version of like a rom-com. Like,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
they love like
yeah.
A good story.
yeah. Are
It's
you
just,
crying?
It's just cool, man.
I'm not crying.
I'm not crying.
I'm
There's-
not crying.
There's
Yeah.
a fucking
Goddamn.
gnat in my eye.
Like Des Bryant. Like I saw
allergies.
like I watched like a bunch of older ones, like Des Bryant, like partying with his family. And
Well,
stuff.
there
It
was
just
there
cool,
was
man.
one guy that said like my mom has retired or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
My mom is retired.
And
now.
she's like, "Thank the Lord."
Yeah, no. But it's funny. It could go both ways because I remember there's like this famous thing that Charles Barkley said that you need to cut off your family. As
Oh,
soon as
shit.
yeah, he's like as
So-
soon as
Oh.
I was
as soon as you
actually-
become a professional athlete, cut off your family because they're gonna be living off of you.
Yeah.
I was
And if you don't set that line right away and say like, no, this is mine, not yours, they're gonna constantly be coming and
Ah,
saying
that's
like,
tough,
hey, can
man.
you, hey, can I, hey, and
I was talking about Charles Barkley today with my fiance, and I was saying how he's not on the NBA 2K. Like, so they have like the crew, the television.
he's
crew.
not.
He's not on it. And even on the Suns team, like the All-Star team, he's not on it.
Really?
So I guess he didn't sign on or whatever. I don't know how they do it because I thought the players union has the rights to that. But I guess I don't know how it works.
Hmm.
But it's kind of weird, like, and then you hear him talk, like, because he's very open,
Yeah.
and he always says, like, he's not all about other people making money off of the
His name?
individual. Well, not even his name, like any individual. He's always telling individuals, like, you got to be your own person. Don't sell your rights off, basically. To
Well, that's
Even
funny
though
because for the longest time, it was Michael Jordan not in video games. Did you know that? Like whenever
Yeah,
back
I
in the day,
remember.
whenever
Same
you
thing.
would buy like a basketball game, Michael Jordan was never on it. It was always like number 98 or something. Like it was like some bullshit number.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh,
Mikael Johnson.
yeah. even like in baseball, I remember one of the famous ones
Miguel
was
Jardín.
for Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds wasn't in the baseball games.
Number
it was
32.
It was Wes Mailman. I don't know if you remember that.
West Mailman, yeah.
Remember? Like
Yeah.
Barry
Yeah.
Bonds was never in the video games. It was
That's
like
savage,
some
bro.
Yeah, it was
bullshit.
Just
All-Star
make up a
Baseball. All-Star
person.
Baseball,
Yeah.
he wasn't in it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I was like, oh,
All-Star
man.
Baseball didn't have All-Stars.
Yeah.
Made up people.
Yeah.
That's
Wes Mailman was the name.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Man. And he was all big like him and everything.
Yeah,
still.
but he was white,
Like, you
wasn't
knew-
he? And
No,
he was,
I think he was black.
No, I think he was white.
I don't remember.
Look it up. Put All-Star Baseball, Wes Mailman. I'm pretty sure he was white.
I don't know, but that's funny.
All-Star Baseball, Wes Mailman.
Well, it was like how we were talking about college sports.
No, Wes Mailman.
They, like the college players can't get paid, but you would know. Like, we'll say Baker Mayfield number. His name, the number would be there.
All-Star. Was it called All-Star Baseball?
All-Star Baseball, yeah. It's because that's kind of vague. Game. Put game. All-Star
I
Baseball
did.
game. Oh. Video game. Video game.
Video game.
Come on, Siri.
Oh, there it is. No, go back. Go to 2005.
Damn.
This one?
No, yeah, that one. Wikipedia. See how it says West Mailman?
Oh, that was a game. Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that Jeter?
Yeah, that's Jeter.
Yeah.
But
I don't see.
wait, hold on.
Why did it link me here? I don't even see West Mailman.
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
It
Having a
shows a
make-believe
giant.
player named West Mailman. Mailman actually announces himself on one of the billboards.
Yeah,
at
see,
the
like
Philadelphia-
read where it says Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds does not appear in the All-Star Baseball 2005 because he is not a member of the Professional Baseball Players
told you.
Association.
Instead of him, the
So,
San Francisco
Type in
Giants
why
have a
Char-
make-believe
they don't
player
have a
named West
picture of him.
Mailman.
Yeah.
Told you.
So if they're not a part of the players union or players whatever, they have their own rights still because those people own their rights and they sell it off.
Yeah.
So see if Charles Barkley, why Charles Barkley is in NBA 2K.
Would you sell your rights to be in a video
Fuck
game?
yeah, I would. I don't care.
How much money do you get out of it, or you don't get any money?
I'm sure you get money to be part of, or protection.
Some kind of royalty.
Well, they speak for you. It's like a union.
Oh yeah, he won't allow his likeness in NBA
because they won't pay him for what he's asking.
Oh, see, so they
Ah,
don't
see.
pay. They probably it's
maybe
just,
for what he's asking.
Yeah,
Maybe
because it
he's-
says they won't pay him for what he's asking for.
because
I'm
I
Charles
on
Barkley's
$100
probably like
million.
So-
who came up with something totally obscure.
well, no,
like
because I remember Jordan wasn't in the games, and then when 2K finally got Jordan, that's all they would feature. They weren't featuring like today's players. They were
It's only
featuring
Jordan.
we have Jordan,
Yeah.
the GOAT.
Yeah,
we
they
had the best.
finally.
Yeah.
And Jordan's probably making a fucking monster amount of money.
Yeah.
I'm
True.
sure, but I'm just curious what Charles Barkley asked for.
Yeah.
Sir Charles Barkley.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the new Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
I'm holding out, man.
Holding out for what?
Well, I was holding out for my kids, but they saw it on me.
All right.
Isn't that a kick in the nuts?
Dude,
like
that's
you're,
kind of fucked
All right,
up. I
so-
would have invited you.
Here, let's jump into the movies.
that's all right. You
spoilers.
could kill it for me.
No.
No.
spoilers.
I'm okay.
Well, here's before we start. I heard there's a 4-movie deal. First of all,
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
so a lot of people. I've heard a lot of from someone that hasn't seen it. I've heard a lot of negative to meh feedback because it's setting up the storylines, and I could
Yeah.
understand that because if there's gonna be multiple movies, you don't want to dive fucking head first into like the
I don't
action.
know,
You want to
dude.
set up the storylines.
There's haters though too. Like people
Was-
that just
was it good?
overcreate- Dude, it was gorier than the last one, and it had all the major characters. Like I have no complaints. It was a pretty good movie.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it,
See,
But Abel hates
hater.
everything.
No. Okay,
Mr. Negative?
because
over here.
no.
Let's see.
So the way you're explaining it sounds like a series, like they're setting it up, right? I went in without that knowledge when I first saw
yeah,
the movie.
I didn't know that either.
I was like expecting the Mortal Kombat tournament. Instead, they have a storyline of this one character, right?
Mm.
Okay, is
That-
it pre or post?
well,
like,
It's a
pre-
whole different
it's-
take.
Yeah.
It's a whole different take.
but like it's the
It's the beginning.
beginnings?
It's the
okay,
beginning.
The beginning.
It's not a series from the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a standalone.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna start a series. From,
So nobody
So-
knows nobody yet.
It's
No.
like it's
No.
a whole. It's like how
Okay.
they formed.
Okay.
Okay.
Very different from the last one, but kind of
It's
the
like
same.
the origins.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Okay.
and the way I saw it was like player one mode. I don't know if you saw it like that. Like
Player one mode. What do you mean?
Like,
The
meaning-
movie?
choose your
you're
fighter.
you're watching the movie as that character because that character, who is he?
That's part of the mystery.
Exactly. So it's like player
So
one
it's
mode.
following someone?
It's following.
They introduced.
It's following a particular character.
Nobody
that
we know.
You don't even know the
No.
name. Like, I mean, they tell you his name, but it's not a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah.
Is it Henry?
So,
No.
so that's the thing.
Mark Henry.
So I'm almost seeing it as a video game, like, but in story mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're following this character. Then it introduces you to certain characters,
I got a
right?
question.
Certain
Is it like the
famous-
video games that their story mode,
Kind
where
of.
you go train with Baracho and all
not too much like that, but it's
Similar.
It's kind
because
of
you're
like,
kind of a nobody that
Yes.
nobody
yes,
knows.
yes. So
you're
it's a
learning.
story mode, and
Okay.
basically, can I tell you a little bit? I
Yeah,
won't. Ruin
I
it.
don't care. I'm
Okay,
gonna watch
so
it.
It kind of starts off like this guy's a washed up MMA fighter, right? At one point, he was a good fighter. Now he's kind of a washed up fighter.
He's like Anderson Silva.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe you could say. Yeah.
Probably less than that, but okay. yeah.
Maybe like a Jorge Masvidal because he just got knocked out.
Ooh.
But anyways,
Or
so
like a
he's
Ben Asperger's.
no, that guy sucks. Asperger's. We got canceled now. Thanks for that.
Thanks.
Isn't that his name?
No,
No.
Oscar.
Oscar?
Askren.
Oscar. Oscar.
Ben Oscar.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, so like it's kind of following this one guy, and then it tells you the story of, well, at the beginning of the movie it tells you the story of like Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Mhm.
Kind of. He's not yet Scorpion.
Yeah, it's before. It's basically all these characters find
then
their,
they- and then
find
they
their
live.
powers.
And they live a long time too, because apparently like Scorpion's like 200 years
Yeah,
old.
I didn't get that either, but yeah.
And so it's like Sub-Zero.
But yeah, so like they're learning. Sonya, Jax, all them. They don't have their their Mortal Kombat powers
Yeah.
until. So this is the jump off from it.
And they have to
But
go.
you didn't. But why didn't you like it? You still haven't told me why.
Because, well, I was expecting like the Mortal Kombat like tournament, you know? I was expecting
Well,
like
it kind
okay,
of was. Oh, okay. I
No,
see what
no,
you're
no.
saying though. Okay.
they haven't entered the tournament yet.
There was no tournament.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did it
Because-
show the outer worlds and all that?
Yeah, well,
little
it talked about some of the other worlds, but then
See,
Earthrealm.
I like that. I
Okay.
like the origin story.
Well, they haven't gotten into it. That's just it. It hasn't dove into anything. It's very, very like
intro.
yeah.
Very-
Basically, it's like a different take. Like in the other movie, they were going to a tournament to determine whatever happened, right? Well, in this alternate, I guess, universe, this is before, and there never was a tournament because the what's his name, Kung Lao or whatever, the main
Shao Kahn?
Shao Kahn, yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically cheating. He's trying to kill
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
He's trying to kill the fighters before they can even go to the tournament. So
It's
basically, he's
because-
saying, if I can kill them off before the tournament, we already win.
In other words,
Because they have nobody to play
it's
in the
because
tournament.
Earthrealm is up to its last because they've been defeated so many
Yeah,
times.
like-
So it's like they're down to
So
the.
it's like the Olympics, but if you lose so many times, your country gets dissolved.
Yeah.
well, yeah, they're gonna get absorbed by like one
Death.
of these. Yeah, exactly. So Earthrealm has no one to represent itself anymore. So like they're trying to Raiden's trying to get like
Fighters.
people that could represent Earthrealm that are worth a damn, Where Shang Tsung is trying to already put a stop to it, like saying like you guys already fucking suck to begin with, so
Yeah, you
I'm
guys
gonna go
are-
kill off your candidates.
You guys are like the Don't Ballers from Mighty Ducks.
Basically, yeah. So
I
like,
like how you guys got that too.
yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, it's a very beginning stages of Mortal
But like the
Kombat.
fighting was good.
No, the fighting was
like
cool.
the
It was
storyline
cool.
was.
It was
So
okay.
so now that you know that there's probably gonna be more films, are you content with it?
The way it ended, it kind of
Because I heard there
It-
was gonna be.
it kind-
I don't know if it's for sure, but
There's
I heard
like
there's gonna be like 4 films.
yeah. So that leaves you with a bit of a cliffhanger at the
Yeah.
end, because when I was watching the movie, I was like, and I kept on checking like, how much more time do we have? And then I'm like, what? Like 15
Abel's one of
minutes?
those that
And I'm
will,
like,
pause it to see.
No,
how
no,
much
no, no, no.
time is
It's like, when's the damn tournament?
yeah, I
That's what
was.
you're
I was
waiting
like,
for.
what is
He's like,
going on?
There's
And
15
I'm like-
minutes left.
And I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, we're already 3/4 of the way in. Like, I'm still waiting. What is happening? And then at the end, it leaves like a little cliffhanger with a particular poster
Yeah.
that's on like the wall, and then you're like, okay,
yeah. I mean, you
Have
gotta
you-
figure something with that much
Okay.
hype. They're gonna want to
What's
drag it out.
Do you want to tell what was on the poster?
can I say it?
Tournament.
He's not in the movie, right?
Yeah, he's not in the movie, and that's one of the
Johnny Cage.
Yes.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
so
I've
get
heard
this.
that already.
They're
Like that
trying
Johnny
to-
Cage wasn't even in the movie.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I was waiting for, because Johnny Cage is
Was
one of
your
my
favorite?
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is my favorite. And then I was like, Where is he? Where is he? We got fucking Jax. Who cares about Jax? Like, I want to see Johnny Cage, man. Like,
Sonya.
We
and
had
a
Cabal. Like,
what's his name? Kano.
Well, see,
Kano.
that's what I heard. I heard
We had
some
certain-
of the people that come out in like the third, fourth games, they came out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that was kind of weird. They didn't.
But if it's like an origin story, you could kind of see how they link into.
makes sense. Yeah.
So it's not that.
Yeah,
wouldn't
it
kill
doesn't
for
have
me.
to follow
That
the
doesn't kill.
game like chronologically. It doesn't
Well-
have to go MK 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because in the first movie, doesn't Reptile come out in the
Yes.
original? And
He came
and
out
you
in
didn't
this
know Reptile until
but
the following.
but Reptile does come out in part 1.
No, he doesn't.
He's like a secret character.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he is.
What do you mean part 1? The movie or the
The
No,
game?
the game, the video
Yeah.
game.
Oh, I don't know about
I
that.
don't
Yeah,
one.
he
remember
does.
that.
Look it up.
don't
Dude,
know.
I
Maybe not the
swear.
original.
I don't
Well, I was gonna
believe him.
say, so they're trying to think of who to get to play Johnny Cage. Who would you? They're talking about Ryan Reynolds, and I think somebody was.
Ryan Reynolds is.
They were
fine.
suggesting Keanu Reeves too, which I don't see
No,
him as a Johnny
Keanu Reeves
Cage.
is 50
I know. I'm
something
just
years old.
I'm just saying. don't-
Nah, you gotta get like
Who
someone
would you
in their
pick?
mid-20s, 30s.
Yeah,
tops.
because if you're gonna have a
Oh,
series,
what was the guy, the WWE wrestler with the bleach blonde hair?
The
what's
Miz.
Miz.
You
No.
know what? The Miz would be awesome.
They
for
were
that.
talking about him
he's
too.
he's too husky.
Really?
Yeah,
I really
it's got to
think-
be someone cut, lean.
dude.
Jean Claude Van Damme. That would be hilarious.
I'm not even lying.
He
the,
would be the
Miz.
perfect.
I really
Johnny
think the
Cage.
Miz would be a badass Johnny Cage.
I don't know. Let's see.
I
You
mean,
know-
he's cool.
Would you like the Miz as the
well,
Johnny
he's
Cage?
one of my favorite wrestlers. He's got the swagger.
Yeah,
but I'm
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He's got.
Dude.
He's really gonna have to take like some PEDs.
Dude,
though.
let's start that trend. Like Miz for Johnny Cage.
Joel McHale? Fuck no, dude.
No,
That
it's
would
gotta
be
be like someone
stupid.
who's. No, dude, the Miz would be badass.
I mean, I like the Miz as a wrestler.
I just think he would fit that. I don't
'Cause
like
he-
the Miz period, but
No,
I just he popped into my head as douchey.
oh, I
fucking,
hope it's not Captain America, dude. That guy's lame.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
I was also thinking,
I don't
See, I don't even know some of these
Yeah.
people.
they're the candidates.
Chris Evans. Yeah, I don't like that guy, Chris Evans.
Zac
Oh,
Efron.
Zac Efron? I would take Zac Efron.
Dude, they probably
Nah.
would just to get the
I
because they
don't
need
know. I
they
mean,
don't-
he's jacked
He's
there. Like
shredded,
what
bro.
the fuck,
Dude, I think
that looks CGI for
Dude,
reals.
no, have you seen him in
No.
real life? He's
No, I don't have pictures of
he's
Zac
shredded.
Efron.
I do. I can show you. I'll
well, they
pass
don't
them
have
to
a
you.
big actor, and if this movie got as much hype, like I think I could see them reaching for.
I could
a-
see
a
him as
big
Johnny
arc.
Cage.
Dude, and he's funny,
I
dude.
wouldn't be.
Have
yeah.
you seen
wouldn't-
what's that one, Neighbors, I think, or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
He's funny in it.
Zac Efron.
Maybe I
That
could see
would
that.
be that'd be interesting.
Okay, he's my candidate. Zac Efron.
Okay,
Are we
these
gonna
the
put a
top
bet or
candidates?
what?
And he's young too. So you could do multiple movies. That guy sucks. I don't
All
like
right,
that guy.
go down, go down.
That's it.
Who's that guy?
How is
Are
this?
these candidates?
This is the guy that played. Yeah. Well, this is okay. Hold on.
Like okay,
Here are our picks. So this is Cine Blend. I don't know who this website is, but this is who
Alright.
they're picking. James.
who cares about
he's
those
from
guys?
the X-Men.
Yeah.
Henry Golding. I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I don't even know
here
who
I'll
these guys
find my
are.
own.
No, I'll find my own.
The Miz.
The Miz could work. Damn, Peter, you said The Miz.
Yeah, I really
And
think
they
the Miz
have
would
him.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could see The Miz, but he needs to get shredded. Because Johnny Cage is shredded.
Yeah, he's not bulky. He's
Yeah,
and
but
Mi-
I think
and
the one thing
Miz-
about the Miz is he's a business guy.
yeah.
He would fucking totally. But I don't know how WWE do they own the rights to him?
Yeah, they do.
So I think that's why he won't, because there's too many legality
Well, he would have to kind of
drop out.
not drop out, but he would have to get permission from Vince McMahon first. You know? Because Vince McMahon kind of owns these guys.
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to market him as The Miz to be in the movie, right?
Well, because that's the name recognition.
What's his name?
Yeah.
James Marsden.
Yeah, you got to go with name recognition. But of course, WWE is a business itself. They're going to want some kind of cut. And that's where the conflict's going to arise.
Well, who owns
WWE?
No, but it's WB, right?
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Warner Brothers,
Yeah,
right?
Warner
Oh, I don't
Brothers.
know.
Warner Brothers owns Mortal Kombat.
Dude, The Miz. I'm pushing for the Miz.
I'm saying Zac Efron.
Oh, look, Kano actor wants the Miz.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
really think the Miz would be badass.
But anyways, I mean, the movie was okay. It was okay. Now that I know there's gonna be another one, I like the gore. I like the fighting. It was badass. But the storyline itself, I think it could have been a little bit better.
Do you like the fight scenes, like the gruesomeness
Yeah,
of
they're
it? Like
cool.
some of them were like, holy
They're cool.
shit.
And then there are some like cheesy moments where it looks like a showdown, like here we go, and then it kind of like just zeroes in on those two fighters, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, like it's a match?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they like divided, like, you take this guy, I'll take this guy. And then so they had like 4 fights going at the same time, but it was
Yeah.
like.
Well, that's how the storyline is on one
Yeah.
of the Mortal Kombat games. Like everybody's fighting, like there's all this chaos, and then they'll zoom in on and then it'll be like a match.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that.
I liked it. It was a good movie. You
I'm
should
gonna
check
go
it
play
out.
Mortal Kombat right now when I get home.
So,
Dude, I was telling my brother this. I was like, man, it came out in 94 was when the last one came out.
what, Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, the original.
The movie?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think it was 94. So I was like 8 years old. And I was like, I remember when that movie came out. Like, I must have been the most annoying little kid. Because I remember just running around, Mortal Kombat. Just start punching shit. Like, my mom would be like, shut up already with that damn, you know? Be running around the house. Dun, dun, the song. Like,
And they play it at the end, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah, the same song.
I was waiting for it during the movie.
Would you appreciate a Street Fighter reboot?
I guess.
Yeah,
I was
why
more
not?
of a Mortal Kombat fan than Street Fighter.
Yeah, but I mean,
When they had the movie, I liked it because it had Van Damme. I remember I loved
yeah.
Van
yeah,
Damme when I
yeah,
was
I thought
growing
the
up.
Street Fighter movie was pretty cool, but it was kind of cheesy too.
Yeah, but nowadays with the new, like, graphics and
Like
everything.
if you had a reboot of it, like
Yeah.
Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat.
I would accept it. I mean,
You
dude, they're
think-
making
you think-
Borracho.
Who owns
Yeah.
Street Fighter? I'm curious.
Well,
like would you even consider that now?
Sega.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I
Sega,
think.
like,
Who owns Street Fighter?
like I'm just curious if in the next couple of years we'll see a Street Fighter, kind of like a DC fucking Marvel
Capcom.
rivalry. Capcom. So, but that's game, right? I don't
Yeah.
know, like production. Like, is Capcom a movie production?
Universal Pictures.
Oh, I'm curious, dude. If in the next 2 years, I'm gonna call it next 2 to 5 years,
Well, with
There's
how
gonna be
good
a
Mortal Kombat
reboot.
did, I'm pretty sure they're gonna
a
start.
Street Fighter reboot.
Because, dude, think about it. They
Well,
keep trying to
everything's
remake the
nostalgic
same
now.
movies over and over
Well,
again.
even like
so
Ninja
what-
Turtles came out.
So
and
what
all-
are the numbers though of Mortal Kombat? Because that has a lot to do with it too. They could have plans to do a series of Mortal Kombat, but if the numbers aren't good,
I heard they were good enough. They were already talking
Because-
about it.
and see, it has to be good in more ways than one.
See, but this
like
is
in
new
theater-
era too.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
they're doing
'cause
it.
they're doing the streaming stuff, right?
Like they have
so-
deals with HBO Max. and all that
Exactly.
shit.
So,
Again.
and the reason I asked that is because, like, I'm listening to a podcast right now. It's called Victory the Podcast, and it's actually really cool. It's about like Entourage as a TV show,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have like they have like the actors that played in the show Entourage, and they talk about the movie that they had plans to do like a second and third movie before the first one even came out.
Mm.
Because they thought like a lot of people were gonna go and see it, but then it was a flop. Once Entourage the movie came out,
Yeah.
it was a huge flop. They didn't make a lot of money, and then the studio decided not to go forward with the second one. So that's the thing. Like, we could be asking for it the way they set it up in the movie, but if they didn't get a lot of people watching it, if the numbers aren't good in terms of streaming as well as like people going to the theater to watch it, who knows if there's going to be a second one, you know? I hope so, because I want to know the story now.
Yeah, I think so. It says it's well, it has grossed 29.7 million in 10 days. Does it say 10 days?
See, like the budget down there, it says
55 million.
55 million, box office with 50 million.
So
but
it
I
was a
don't know.
success.
I don't know how much it was streaming though.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know, man.
I watched it streaming. I didn't go in, so.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good movie. I liked it.
But I was I was thinking, like, are you guys happy with the streaming option? Like like when a new movie like Mortal Kombat comes out, are you guys happy with having the option to go see it at theaters and seeing it at home? Or would you guys prefer like, no, let's go back to theaters?
I prefer theaters, but sometimes that convenience, man.
Well, it depends too. Like, I guess my opinion's a little skewed because I kind of have the studio here. So
Yeah.
if I watch it here, it's like better than watching it at the theater.
You think so? I mean,
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, this is badass though, but it's like
it was with those speakers, like it was loud. Like,
but you're like a control freak, so I could see like if you have control, you're happy.
oh yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah, you.
I don't have to deal with like people getting, because that's my biggest. I hate going to the movie theater and like people are talking.
Yeah,
people are,
yeah,
like,
of
that's
course.
the
Oh
biggest
yeah,
fucking-
that's the thing.
Oh, dude, I fucking hate when people are on their phone, and my fiance does that too. And I, like when we first started dating, oh my god, I wanted to slap her over the head.
like turn it off.
I hate more than anything.
But okay, so what I'm asking is, now that there's that streaming option, do you think movie studios are, I mean, they're obviously aware of it, but do you think they're going to put as much effort into their movies and blow out the budget like they once did? You know, like I'm talking
production value.
yeah, and I'm talking about like, you know, when
Netflix
when
is
you
already
went-
doing that with some of their shows.
when
right?
you went
Their
to
originals.
when you went to go see Avengers, you knew it was like $500 million to make Avengers, you know?
Yeah.
So they had to make like $1 billion to make it worthwhile, right? Whereas now they don't have, like, now people are streaming it from home. I don't know if the money's going to come in the same way as they would when they put
It's probably gonna be better because they have to don't they have to take a cut when they play it at a movie theater? So like the movie theater gets a cut.
It depends.
No. So, okay, I don't know how it works, but the longer the movie is in theaters, the better it is for the movie theater. So, like that first week, the movie theater doesn't make money off of the movie. The way they make their money is through concessions. That's why the concessions are so expensive. Now, the second week it's in, now the movie theater gets a little bit of a cut. Then the third week, they get a little bit more. Then the fourth week, a little bit more. Every week it's in theaters, the movie theater gets a little bit more of the cut. You understand what I'm saying? That's why.
Is that why they say they were sold out when they weren't in the first week?
That's why.
And then they could come next
That-
week.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
that's-
I tried to look for tickets to go, and they were filled up everywhere.
Are they still implementing the social
No,
distancing?
I don't think so.
Really? I don't know. But anyways, what I'm saying is, the longer, like, that's why when you have a blockbuster like the Titanic or
Yeah.
Avengers or like those big movies, they stay in the movie theater for like 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
trying to get every little.
But then there's some that only stay in for like 3 weeks and then
Yeah,
it's
they're gone.
already
yeah.
it's gone, and then you're like, oh, I gotta wait for the DVD release or whatever, the streaming, for it to come out on like a streaming service.
I like the convenience of being able to watch it, but I also like we're talking about entertainment value. Like it's a different experience going to the movies and like actually
Yeah.
being there, getting your popcorn, and like watching the previews. You know, the next movies that are coming out. You know, like that's kind of
Hey, it's an outing.
yeah.
That's the experience of it.
Like
But-
if a movie was good enough, like I would watch Mortal Kombat in. I've already seen it streaming. I'd go and watch it.
yeah.
You know, in the theater.
But okay, so the reason I brought up that question is because Netflix, they're coming out with movies of their own,
Yeah,
like Netflix
originals.
original films, right?
Yeah.
But the movies aren't that good that are
Yeah.
coming out on Netflix. And the reason I bring this up is because I just saw like a new space movie. What was it called, Peter? I forgot what it was called.
Stowaway.
Yeah. So I saw that one just last night, and they're dealing with space, and it had me interested because I was like, hey, dude, this is fucking space. They're going to Mars and this and that. There's 4 people in the cast. That's it. There's 4 people. The space shuttle, spaceship that they're using is kind of cool. It only shows you the inner part of it. And then there is a scene when they're in space, but it's like not like the greatest thing ever. And then if it was a movie that I saw in theaters and they released it in theaters and I saw it in theaters, I would be disappointed. Though I saw it at my home, like in bed, I was like, what was I to expect? It's on Netflix, you know.
Is it a movie or it's not a series?
It's a movie.
Okay.
And I was like, it didn't cost me anything, you know? Like, it's already on Netflix. I kind of got what I paid for. You understand what I'm saying? But if I saw it in the theaters, I would have been
disappointed.
I would have been way disappointed. Like, I would have been like, oh, this movie sucked.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like, are movies starting to like lose its prestige?
I always feel like, and this was the beginning when I would watch Netflix original movies, at least. They were like, they had good ideas. They were great ideas, but the budget didn't let them fulfill what the movie was. Kind of alluding to what you were saying was, I don't know. Like, I saw Extinction. Do you remember that movie, Extinction? Did you see it?
I maybe 15 minutes of it.
I mean, if you haven't seen it, I think it was out for a couple of years already. But basically, it's like humans. There's like an alien race or something, but
is that the one with Michael Pena?
Yes, but you find out that they were AIs, right?
Well, thanks.
I'm saying, if you haven't seen it,
I haven't seen it. I saw like 15 minutes of it, and then I was like, I could do without.
But it's interesting because
again, if it was in the theater, I'm not gonna walk out.
See,
True.
I thought
But
that,
if it's
I
on
thought that was a
Netflix,
good movie
I'm
because
just like,
it
fuck
had
it.
CGI,
You know?
it went on, but it could have been better. And it's like almost like they started running out of money, and it's like, we gotta end this. And that's how a lot of these movies.
Yeah,
seem.
unfortunately, that's how a lot of movies are.
Or the originals. A lot of the originals, like Prime has some good originals. And you start watching, and then it just kind of like ends, and you're like, what the fuck? You could have done so much more. It's like the budget ended. Like, oh, we gotta wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Kind of like the show. Like, let's wrap this shit up.
Well, and a lot of like the big budget movies, like you're talking about the Avengers, why they cost so much is because of the actors, the main stars. They got to pay them a shit ton.
There's like
because
18 of them.
honestly, I think a lot of like those kind of movies, it's a lot of green screen. It's a lot of editing, effects putting in. So it, like budget wise, like I can't see them spending more. Maybe location or wherever they're filming or whatever. But
that is not a movie. Like, and you're in a unique situation because you have a projector.
Yeah.
But if you had a TV like this,
yeah,
and you're just getting sound from the TV, not surround sound, you don't want to see Avengers on that.
no,
You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
But do you think that
Whereas,
most TVs
that's
are
why,
like
that's why
fucking 4K high definition?
But that's why Netflix original movies, they're not gonna be blockbusters. Right. They're not gonna be like, wow.
But I know there's some movies out there that they don't have big budgets and they're good movies. Like I think a lot of like the old, like,
but they're not the blockbusters.
No.
They're not the summer blockbusters that you expect. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're gonna turn into like Lifetime movies quality.
No, not that. No, that's shit. Like, Lifetime movies suck.
Don't tell mom that.
She knows.
Abel watches them still.
No, they're not good, dude. That's
My Grandma Killed My Dog kind of movies.
It's always like the woman's killing somebody or something.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Crazy women watch that. But what I'm saying,
I'm not alone.
But like, okay, like Netflix, I feel that they put more into their TV shows than they do their movies.
The series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Narcos, like people, oh, dude.
Yeah, but that was a low budget too. There was no CGI on that.
Yeah, but it's the storyline itself. Like, people like that.
Well, yeah, but that's anything. If you have a good storyline, you don't need all the fucking.
That's what I mean. Like,
okay, so what's a good Netflix movie you've seen? Original Netflix film.
I like Extinction. I was telling you that. I really did like it. Like, a lot of people didn't see it. A lot of people didn't hear of it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's kind of the point.
But that's also the promotion of it. Like, they don't promote outside of Netflix. They use their own self-promotion. They're like, oh, recommended for you. Plus, this is America's top.
No, they do. Netflix does promote. Haven't you driven down 54 and you see the Cobra Kai?
That was the first time.
I saw that. Yeah,
that's the first time I've seen a Netflix billboard
for real
at the beginning of the year.
That's a series. I haven't seen any of their films
Yeah,
on
but
billboards and stuff.
that's not really an original. They bought that. Let's fucking
But
nip
it's
that.
now a
It's
Netflix
an original
It's
from like
produced-
the
It's
80s.
produced from Netflix,
Yeah,
but it's not
it-
like the story was.
It's
written
like
to
if they
them.
put a Star
But now it's
Wars.
theirs. They bought it.
Okay,
They bought the
but
rights.
you're saying an original.
That's how all films are.
You're
though.
saying a Netflix original,
like
like that they came out of the woodwork with their own thing. They didn't piggyback
Yeah.
off. I call that a Netflix piggyback.
yeah, but it's very rare that a studio actually does its own original film. What studios do, they buy scripts, they buy the movies
Well,
when they're
yes,
at film
obviously,
festivals,
but they're-
and then they put them under their
Yes,
own.
but you're comparing a script they find at a film festival to a well-known movie.
Dude, that's the other thing about
But YouTube
yes,
was
I know.
not a well known
But
in
the,
terms of
the
streaming.
main core of it was the Karate Kid. So what I'm saying is that it was already established. It's not necessarily a Netflix
like
original.
something they created.
Yeah.
but it didn't become popular until Netflix.
Master of
got-
None, it says, is their highest rated Netflix original series.
Master of None. I didn't
I've never even heard of that. Yep.
What is this? Netflix?
Yeah.
So okay, these
this
are the
is, this
series.
is according to Rotten Tomatoes. So these are the
No, don't do Rotten
I-
Tomatoes
thi-
is all
dude,
like fucking
dude. This is the first thing that popped up.
bullshit artistic
I'm not
stuff.
gonna
Like
I'm not
I
gonna
haven't seen any
go
of
through
those.
every website.
I haven't seen any of those.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Blood of Zeus.
Which
like, what
brings
the
me
fuck?
back to like the
Call My Agent.
Oscars. Like how you hear Mondo's talking about the Oscars. Like they
Yeah.
flopped big time.
Yeah, because one thing, my mom saw the Oscars last week because it was actually last week. I know we kind of mixed up the dates and
Yeah.
stuff. My mom saw it and she hated it.
Yeah.
And she was like, because it had no pizzazz because they were kind of doing it. It was like very
Woke.
small. It was very small. Like they were like in dinner tables kind of deal. And she was like, I don't know. I don't even know any of these films. And I don't know.
That's the thing.
And she's like, I don't even know any of these actors. And then every film had to do with like just depression, like suppression.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude,
They're like all films that were in the Sundance Festival. Like not, like you can't tell me like not a single. I think the only movies that I recognized were like the animated ones, and that was like Soul from Pixar.
yeah.
Like the rest of the movies, didn't know any of the actors, didn't know any of the movies. It's like where are they getting this from? Because
Yeah.
who
Dude,
the fuck watched that?
Yeah, like, shouldn't it be like, in my opinion, like, yes, you want to have some kind of like artistic view of the film, right? But at the same time, you want to know like what the hell, like, you want to know the public's opinion of these films, not like who Hollywood thinks should win these Oscars. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what it is, though. It's kind of like when the Chamber of Commerce gives this person the so and so.
Okay, so like back in the day, and I bring this up because I was watching this series on CNN. It's called The Movies. It's a little bit old. It's maybe a couple of years old, and they go through the different eras. They go through the golden age, then they go through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and they talk about all the films that came out during the 70s. They talk about like a lot of the films that came out during the 70s, and they were movies that people actually saw. They weren't these independent films.
and that's exactly
they weren't
what it is. Look.
indies. They weren't indies. They were films that they showed in the theaters.
Yeah, look.
Like Rocky won the Oscar. Rocky was a fucking romantic like story, but it was also an action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at these. Look at the list. This is from 2019. Parasite, Ford vs. Ferrari, Little Women, Toy Story 4, Joker, Rocket Man. I heard that one. I didn't watch it, but
Dude,
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, but then look at this last year's nominated. The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't know what that is. Minari, Sound of Metal.
They're all independent.
Yeah,
The only one
that's
that I
what I'm
recognize
saying.
is Soul, and that's because it was a Pixar movie.
Sound of Metal I've heard of, but it's an independent.
yeah, it's on Amazon.
It's like, what the
other
fuck
one,
happened
the
here
The
between
Black
here and
Judas
here?
is an independent.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
these
they're
are,
all part of that movement right
Exactly.
Yeah.
they're all suppression.
now. They're all about what's trending.
Like, okay, are these the list of Academy? Okay, go down to maybe
They're
like
separated by years here.
go down to like the 90s and shit. Like, then you're gonna start seeing
Like Speed.
blockbusters. No, like
Speed.
fucking Titanic.
Dick Tracy.
Titanic won.
Goodfellas.
You think Titanic was a film? No, it was a fucking blockbuster.
Yeah, it was a hit.
Hey, we saw that with mom and dad.
Exactly. We saw
Indiana
Rose. We
Jones.
saw
We
Rose's
We
boobs.
saw Rose's boob with my mom and dad, and I was like, oh.
But,
Let me draw that real quick.
I
I was drawing like that.
Look at
Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wait,
Stick figure.
hover over that. Look at Indiana Jones
Yeah, Indiana
and
Jones.
the Last Crusade. Dude, those are blockbusters.
Batman?
Those are action movies.
Dude, I was watching
People didn't-
Batman, the original one.
Those are
Michael
movies
Keaton.
they showed in the movie theater. These aren't movies that you had to. Oh, is it the con festival? Is it
Yeah, Sundance.
Sundance? No, dude. These were movies that people saw.
Yeah.
Now it's like, what kind of movie?
They look for the obscure films now.
Yeah,
right?
they try to. What is
Oh,
the?
well,
what
you
is-
don't even know what. This
What
movie's
no?
about.
What is the woke movie?
Yeah.
What is the woke movie? What's the most woke movie we can get? So we could give them.
I'm just glad that they flopped
and
because
the
then
reason,
it goes
and
to
the
show them.
reason, and
Nobody
the reason
cares,
they
huh?
did
Yeah,
that- the
exactly.
reason
Yeah,
they
they're
did that-
appealing to a small
Yeah.
group.
They're appealing to the woke community. The reason they did that because of fucking 3 years ago,
People complained.
people complained that there were no black actors, no black movies that were nominated.
Which was
The
bullshit.
year after that, that's all they put was a bunch of black movies and black actors.
like they overcompensated for it.
Exactly. Now that's all you're seeing
Yeah.
because
Well, I'm just glad that like nobody watched it because that just shows that because they regardless of who they're trying to cater to, it's all about views, right? And
Yeah.
the news channel or the station is gonna be like, dude, we've had the Oscars twice and they no views. Like, why the fuck should we put you on? You know?
Because it's gonna get streamed now on Peacock.
yeah, no, dude,
I think it's a different time right now too. Like people are like kind of like, I don't give a fuck about these goddamn. Like we're dealing with a goddamn pandemic. I'm trying to feed my goddamn family. I don't give a fuck who so and so of the
Well,
fucking
I-
Sound of Metal or whatever the fuck.
I think they would if they were movies that people actually cared about.
But that's what I mean. Like these
Look,
kind of
like-
movies,
like
like
Sound of
nobody's-
Metal, I've been trying to watch though. It's
Like-
on Prime,
Like
and it
these,
looks pretty
like
good.
these movies. Okay, so back in the day, you talk about like people don't give a fuck because we're going through a pandemic right now, right? So,
In other words, like they don't want to see actors being like
exactly.
pampered and
Well, no. Hold on. So we're going through a pandemic, so people have like more important shit to worry about than the Oscars. But back in the day, they used to actually use this entertainment as an outlet, right? These aren't entertaining.
yeah,
These aren't entertaining. These movies are freaking downers.
dramas.
They're downers. They're not dramas. The fucking
I mean, not drama.
Law and Order is more entertaining than these
True.
movies. These are downers. These
Look
are
at the
movie-
box office of this Sound of Metal. 176,000.
Holy moly! Wow.
Not even a house, bro. You
Exactly.
buy a house.
But that's what I'm saying. These are downers. These are movies to make people feel worse about themselves.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, no, dude. I want to see a movie like Mortal Kombat, even though I didn't like it. I want to see a movie of like an escape, like into something that's somewhat entertaining. I don't know. I think it was a downer.
Like Wonder Woman wasn't on there? Like how was Wonder Woman not on there?
Yeah, it was a bad movie though.
I didn't like Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Dude, that grossed more than the fucking all of those movies combined.
Mm-hmm.
More people watched this than Sound of Metal. Like why would this not even be nominated? You know what I mean? Bad Boys for Life, okay, yeah, that didn't do very good either. Sonic the Hedgehog, I liked it, but it wasn't. Onward? Like, how are none of these movies on there? Not even nominated. That's just weird.
Because they're entertaining.
Uh,
It's not about entertainment
it's
anymore.
stupid people.
It's all
Entertainment.
politically affiliated. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get all this downer. Oscars.
Yeah.
Damn you,
What
Oscar.
I heard that they got like each actor or anybody that was nominated got a gift bag, like just for going, $250,000 worth of stuff in there.
Yeah, that's
really?
always. That's
Yeah.
always
But it's like really like, and then I heard like a lot of scrutiny because they did it in a subway or something like that in one of the, I don't know where they didn't do it at the normal place they normally do it, but a lot of people saying that where they did it now there was a lot of like homeless people.
Oh,
And so
really?
the cops went in there kicking everybody out so they could set it up. And it's like, wow, like you're trying to be woke yet you're kicking like all these
well,
fucking
that's why they
homeless
did it there
people.
was to show like we can be with the commoners.
Yeah.
But, hey, get
You
out
had
of
to
here,
get him out of here
commoners.
first.
Get
Like,
out of here.
What the fuck, bro?
You're in our spot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
okay.
Nah, I don't know, dude. Freaking damn movies. They're not entertaining anymore.
That's why they should move Hollywood to New Mexico.
Ooh, nice segue here.
You think they're gonna do it?
It's
Been-
cheaper.
Doing a lot of films, right?
It's cheaper. They've been doing.
I think
films.
Hollywood's becoming like, well, California in general is
It's
just
too
like
expensive.
it's too expensive and it's being overrun by homeless people.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're not
And-
really homeless. Actually, if they lived here in El Paso, they'd be top
Rich.
tier. But then they go to Hollywood
But
and
it-
they're like living on the
But
streets.
like, I don't know. A lot of people are leaving California now, so could New
The
Mexico?
gold rush is over.
Yeah, a while back. While back, but no, yeah.
It's dried up.
It's because now I think people, you don't need to be in a certain location to make what you want to make. You can be
Internet,
anywhere.
The interwebs.
Yeah, like you can do whatever you want anywhere you want. And I think, there's a lot of creative people that have shown that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't need to be in California. I don't need to be in New York.
Joe Rogan, baby.
And you look at those two cities, New York City and Los Angeles, those two cities people are moving out of
Yep.
to go to a more comfortable place.
Yeah.
A lot of people are moving out in the middle of nowhere, like Wyoming or
Yeah.
North
Idaho.
Dakota, Idaho, like all these places
Utah.
because they're like, fuck this, I'm gonna be free, you know, like I'm gonna do whatever I want and how I want to do it. I have the money to do it, so why not?
See, but the bad thing about that is like people that do that, they go to Idaho and they're like, I don't need that big life. I'm gonna be free. Anybody could do this. It's like, no, not anybody could just pick up and fucking buy a 8,000 square fucking ranch,
Yeah.
or 8 million acres. Like you have the means now to do it.
No. But what I'm saying is, people.
Well, land's pretty cheap, actually.
But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
when you have millions of dollars.
No.
I'm saying
Like
like
you gotta buy it in bulk.
no.
No,
But
no, like-
but I'm saying the desire to go to L.A. or New York isn't there anymore. Like when people back in the day, people were young. They're like, I'm gonna become a star. I'm gonna move to L.A. Right? And they pick up some waiting job or whatever, catering, to try to become a star. Nowadays, you can become a star from where.
well, you can be a YouTube star.
Exactly.
You can be a TikTok.
Yeah.
Or
Like
Whatever.
look at some of the
Yeah,
stars
but
that
I
are
still
coming out.
I still think it's the percentage of people that are attempting, like it's 1 in millions that still make it. There's many people. Okay, in the schools alone, you ask a kid, "What do you want to be?"
No.
A lot of them say, "I want to be a YouTube star."
No,
and
no,
it's
no.
like,
But what I'm saying is, it's not as desired as it
yeah,
once
like
was.
people like back then would
Like,
say, "I'm
you
going to
don't-
Hollywood to be famous."
Exactly.
And like
you
now
don't
it's
have
like
to.
you don't have to go there.
do that.
yeah, but the
Like it's not a
reality
dream
is not
anymore.
everyone's gonna do it
Well, of
regardless.
No, no,
course
no.
not. Of course not. But,
But-
So you could fail
the
at home
stigma.
now. You don't
It's-
have
yeah,
to fail at
exactly.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
yeah,
Of course.
it's
And
just the stigma. of it.
that's what we're saying. You don't have to go to those big cities to make it now. Now you can make it.
or to
I mean,
fail.
now
True.
there are
We're
peop-
talking majority. are
now
gonna
now
fail.
there are people that still I'm gonna go to the big city to try and make it, but there's not as much now.
I just don't want to feed into the idea that you could.
No, we're not.
whatever you
We're,
want
no, we're
from
not.
wherever
We're not
you're
saying
at.
that.
No.
We're not saying that. We're saying you have the ability.
Well, I was gonna say though, land is pretty cheap around here. Like you can get 10 acres for like 30 grand.
Yeah, you could get land, but what are you gonna put on the land?
Well,
you gotta
of
build
course.
shit
Of
on
course.
it,
You're
and
not gonna-
fucking lumber
Well,
is
then,
expensive.
yeah,
and
but
fucking,
Yeah, but you're
yeah,
still,
I own 8 acres, but there's nothing on.
well, yeah, but then you can own like
I
a
sleep
quarter.
in a tent.
But you could you can have a quarter of an acre house that's $400,000 or $300,000. You know what I mean? It's still cheaper to buy the land and do all that stuff yourself.
Yeah, but you gotta put the plumbing. You gotta put all that shit.
The work. Nobody wants to do the work. They'd rather buy a house already made.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just saying, cheaper wise, it is
But-
cheaper to do that.
I just hate like when celebrities
were
like,
willing to
I
do it.
gave up that lifestyle, and then they
Yeah,
go buy a
right.
fucking $3 million house.
Yeah.
I live free here. It's like, well, fuck, not everyone. Everybody should live like this.
Dave Chappelle's the only
like-
one that can do that.
Fucking everyone could do that shit. I mean, not everyone could do that shit.
True.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, but-
I'm saying I hate rich people.
Yeah.
I hate rich people.
I want my burrito.
I want my burrito.
I'm gonna go get a burrito right now and coffee.
What else we got on the list there?
I think
we
we
done?
covered everything.
Man, we're done.
We're done?
Yeah, I think we covered everything. I mean, I
You
have
gonna end it on the burritos?
I have the Canelo fight coming up next week.
Ooh, yes.
We do want to kind of do a
Watch
live
party.
commentary,
I
a
just-
watch
tuned.
party.
And
I
it'll-
just got a confirmation that I believe I got to go.
You're free for that weekend?
I'm a go.
All right.
I repeat, I'm a go.
All right.
Peter's all
And
excited.
and it will be
Yeah.
live, so stay tuned, guys. Right?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's gonna be live, and we're gonna be doing our own commentary of the Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders fight. We're gonna be like Jim Lampley
Yeah.
and fucking
And Snoop Dogg.
Jim Lampley and Snoop Dogg combined into one.
That'll be
little-
fun.
No, I think we should do it like how we used to do high school football.
I
Yeah.
could do it. I have that
Yeah.
voice.
Is that
You want to
right?
do the professional?
I gotta change it.
Oh,
I dude, I miss that, man.
Canelo.
Yeah.
Really quick, before we leave, what would you guys want to be? An Oscar winner in these movies that nobody knows about, or a blockbuster guy like that makes a movie? You're never gonna win an Oscar, but everyone sees you as a fucking global star because you make the fucking coolest movies.
Yeah, give me the coolest movie.
Like The Rock, for example.
Yeah, like
he's
the-
never gonna win an Oscar, but he's the most popular guy in Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
Which one would you choose, Peter?
I don't know.
Fuck the
I
Oscars.
kind of want to go to the Oscars.
Wanna go to the Os-
I want that
Bougie.
$250,000.
like you're gonna be that guy.
Yes, sir. This is my
Best
cologne that I
actor,
got in
Peter
there.
Carrillo.
Yeah, you're gonna be that guy that's nominated every year. Maybe you rack up a couple of
Hey,
Oscars.
When I come to the podcast, you
But-
can put an Oscar nominee.
Oscar
Peter
nominee.
Yeah,
Carrillo.
but nobody's ever seen your films. Like
That's
I've
all
never
right.
seen that one.
They've never seen the podcast.
It's an adult video.
What is it? The
I don't know what it's called.
AVAs, the adult video.
Yeah, yeah.
awards?
Yeah.
Peter, what is it though? I think it's called.
That should be it. Would you rather be on an adult nominated winner or a fucking Oscar winner?
Like it's like
In other words, would you rather be Ron Jeremy,
it's
or
like best rack. It's me.
Ron Jeremy, or Tom Hanks? Which one?
Dumb the question. Just bring it in.
Oh, that's it, dude. I'm
Woody or Woody?
Woody or Woody.
Who played Woody better?
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my pants.
Who said this saying? Tom Hanks or Ron Jeremy? There's a snake in my boot.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Woo. All right.
All right, man. Peter, any last words? No. Anthony, any last words?
Shit. No, I think we're good.
Shit, no. Shit, no.
That threw me off there.
Nah, man. But anyways, guys, that was our show today. Hopefully on Saturday we have our little Melee Observer. We're gonna be
Number
watching
2.
it. Yeah, number 2. Let's see how that one goes. I'm excited
I'm
to see.
excited.
I'm excited to see a boxing match up on the projector. Anthony always talks about like he puts movies up there for him and his family. So we're gonna have to rent this sucker out.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we have nothing else to say. This was the Middles Open.
Trying to do a motherfucking podcast in here, shit.